Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a World of Sport from a very tired host who's got great news. And obviously, you've probably all seen it on Twitter. But yeah, so we'll do this all before I bring Billy in. Just want to obviously announce that we had our little baby girl last night, 22 minutes past 11. She came into the world. Myla Rose Thomas stole my heart already. I know I'm in trouble now. I'm going to be bankrupt in the next 15 years with this one. But mother and baby are doing really well. Just absolutely gorgeous. So, look at that. Look at those cheeks. She reminds me of my little boy, to be fair. Very similar. So I'm sending Jacob to martial art lessons to make sure, because obviously I'm an old man now. So he's going to have to beat everyone up if anyone hurts her. So, and I'll be behind, shouting things at them while Jacob kicks the crap out of them. So yeah, there's the news. Let's bring the co-hosts in. How are we doing?
Good evening, all. You're right.
Jade was late, by the way, everyone.
Which was surprising because I was actually early.
On time, I know.
Early and I'm still late.
Brilliant. We'll go through some comments before we start smashing out how bad Newcastle were today. I'm going to leave that to you two because I missed the game, unfortunately. But luckily, if anyone would like to become a member, 99p, as you all remember, we've got this lovely little gift just to remind everyone. Please subscribe to the channel. We're nearly up to 1,800. We're like 3 away, I think. It's crazy. And then we're only 203 away from 2,000, which is amazing as well. And we've got some great guests coming on. We've got a great new relationship with a charity that we're going to announce on Wednesday night. I think it was meant to be tonight, but I cancelled it due to the Labour crisis last night. And I was like, I'm not going to make it tonight. So guys, I'm going to be sorry. And then I end up being here. It's crazy. But there it is, 99p a month. And what that allows you is, or what it gives you, I should say, is all entries to free prize draws and big prize draws. So, things like signed shirts, tickets, boots, trainers, there's been lots of things we're giving away. It all depends on what this charity offers us that we can buy from them. So your money is actually going to be going to a charity as well at the same time as you actually maybe winning a prize. So, and some of it comes to the channel as well, of course. So it's a great partnership, and we'll talk more about that on Wednesday. But if you check in the comments, there is a link to click on to become a member, and like we say, 99p a month. It's right at the top of the chat, hopefully. And Judy, thank you very, very much for the £10 super sticker, I think it is. That's amazing. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. But let's go to some comments. Evening, was at the game today and drowned my sorrows with a Burger King after a garbage. You drowned your sorrows in a Burger King. I think you're missing Jack Daniels out of that sentence. And a bottle. Hello, Paul. What time are we starting? We've started, mate. Say no more shambles. We should have finished the game in the first half. Referee agenda. Hey, peeps, bars. Massive congratulations to Tyne yourself on the safe arrival of your daughter. Thank you, Julie. It's just, it's all a bit mad today. Evening, Chippers. Watched you on Jason's channel. I don't think anyone else got a word in with you on there. He was hammering level 7 Dave as well, the poor guy. And he's obviously foreman. Yes, you were swearing a lot as well, mate. Hi all, and congratulations, Baz, and the safe arrival of your daughter. Thank you very much. Join the membership squad if you can, people. Good one, Annie. Please don't trash Newcastle today, because I will bar you. Hey all. Truls Carlos, long time to speak to both. Is there a link if people want to join? Yes, it should be at the very... Oh, no, not yet. We're sending that out later. We all want to give these two guys a chance to let off some steam about the game first before we invite anybody else on. I'm actually going to be quite scared of what Jade's got to say, so I'm probably going to be cowering behind my chair by the end of it. Who are, or is it Julie Hay? I have no idea what's going on there. Julie, hello, mate, congrats. Thank you. After yeah, she is. Yeah, she has. Honestly, you've no idea. I literally went to the hospital, and within 30 minutes to an hour of being there, she had 3 shits while she was sitting in my arms. And I'm telling you what, they were like black tar. I was just like, oh my God, why have I done this again? And then you see after
or the baby?
Both. Congrats, Combaz and the little lady. Thank you. Yes, she is absolutely adorable. She looks like Billy. What have you been doing, Billy? Congrats, Baz. Give my love to man, baby. I will do. Congratulations to you both. Thank you. Your daughter's beautiful. Thank you. A lot of thank yous going on. Sorry, guys. Embarrassing. We got beaten by Cambridge.
Lap it up because she is beautiful.
Yeah, she is, isn't she?
Yeah, she is.
Newcastle players had no heart. Cambridge have been in the same amount of Premiership teams as us. That's true. It actually is true as well. Bad game. Hey, Billy. Even in Baz and Billy and Jade. And there's that super chat thing again from Judy. You're a star. We're both here. We are. I'm really getting the end of these. There's just a lot of just not good enough. These players get paid loads to play crap. They need to get sorted. Did you hear about? Well, we'll come on to it later. Don't jump ahead, Barry. Don't jump ahead. Right. Embarrassing. Yes, it was an embarrassing result. Good evening, Chris. Not going to lie, I'm slightly relieved. Less exactly. Ooh, yes, we'll come on to that as well. Yeah, we're near the bottom. Botman and Carlos have left the chat. It's good. I mean, there's the first question for you guys before we get onto Iran. Does today's result put a damper on potential new signings? Because I don't think it does.
No.
But some people think
no,
it will.
I don't think it dampens new signings at all. I don't think it makes a blind bit of difference. I don't think it'll affect potential alleged transfer business. I don't think it affects that.
Billy? I don't think people are signing this at the moment to win an FA Cup in May.
Exactly.
No, we're not one of the favourites for it. So
it certainly ain't now anyway.
It's terrible. Right, first of all, we'll look at the team news. I was actually very surprised. That's not the right team.
That is not the team news.
That's not the team.
That is not the lineup.
No, Cambridge team's there, but the Newcastle. I didn't put this in. I thought
I did. That's my fault. I just fucking put the first thing I've seen and didn't read it like a twat. and putting it on the Fanny channel.
Sit.
Criticising
First one of the night, lads. First
it's
one of
all
the
over.
night. How did you get the lineup?
Criticising the Sinclair. And then doing myself. What a dickhead.
Billy has had a Sinclair.
Just put the fucking Cambridge one up and we'll fucking think of something.
Yeah, fuck it. We'll just go through that.
It's all right. I'll talk us through the lineup for you because I'm right. So Martin Dubravka started in goal, Trippier at right back, Kraft and Shaw at the centre back, Matt Ritchie at left back, John Joe Shelby, Joe Linton, Sean Longstaff in the middle, Fraser, St Maximum, and Jacob Murphy up front. Now I got a lot of grief because I put out saying I don't really care about the result today. I do, but it doesn't define our season. It doesn't mean we're going to get relegated just because we got beat against Cambridge. But looking at that lineup as well, like I said to everyone, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. I would say 4 players in that team that aren't going to be playing against Watford easily, maybe even 5. So, what did you make of the lineup first of all, Jade? When you saw it, I mean, I thought it was very strong from what we thought was going to happen.
Yeah. Compared to what I thought was going to happen, I thought it was a really strong lineup, and I thought, oh, he's going for this. You know, I understand we don't have a striker at the moment, but with Maxi up top, he doesn't do a lot of work anywhere else. It's a free hit for Maxi.
Yeah.
You know, run around, shoot the ball, get yourself a couple of goals, mate. It's a free day for you. You're looking at it that way. The 11 looks strong.
Yeah.
I wasn't overly, before the game, too concerned about the cup. Everyone knows my priority is us just staying in the league. When I saw the lineup, I thought, oh, he's going for it. Maybe we are going to go for a cup run. And it made me get excited for the game.
Yeah.
It didn't last very, that was very short-lived. But I thought we were going to go for it with the lineup, to be honest. Maxi on a free hit today, you know, get you have some goals, son. We're starting the players. Should be a nice, comfortable day, a few goals, entertaining football for the chairman. Day out.
Do you think they were complacent, Billy? Do you think they thought they'd just walk on the pitch and win?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And I think picking that team lineup enabled them to think that way. And there wasn't enough hunger on the pitch from any of the players apart from bloody Trippier. There was players on that side who won't be here this time next week and obviously aren't going to put same amount of desire as someone who wants to play the next round. I'd say that's Sean Longstaff's role there. He should never been playing today. And I thought the effort of 9/10 of that side was absolutely horrendous. And I have to say, I don't like criticising for the sake of it, but the actual tactics and the way the side was set up, Eddie Howe had a howler today, an absolute howler.
Right. Well, 4-3-3 was the tactics he played against Brentford, wasn't it? When in the first game that he came in, and we leaked 3 goals but scored 3 goals. So maybe he was going back to it, giving it a shot against Cambridge, thinking it was a free hit, thinking it might.
I think they all thought it was a free hit today.
The difference was against Brentford, he had a centre forward player on the pitch. He didn't have one today, and they played as if they did have one.
Yeah,
they were costing to nobody.
There's the Cambridge team for you. Obviously. Ironside, the obviously the man who scored the goal, and he idolised Shearer, so it was just incredible for him. I mean, I don't know a lot of these players, but just wanted to show you guys what the lineup looked like. And this is the magic of the FA Cup, and this is why I'm still smiling a little bit about it, because
not when it happens against us, Bas.
No, come on.
It's magic when other teams get it right. It's not magic when it happens to us.
Well, I just had to go.
I think we have any right to win every game or games, but you look at these games, you look at we've put a full 11 out.
Almost a
full team minus the striker up top, but Maxi's up there. It's a perfect, you'd think to him that would be his dream role. You don't have to do any work, mate. You just got to shoot.
Yeah, this is true.
Happy days. You got exactly what you wanted, son.
Except he didn't think that way.
Except he
wandered all over the place, crossing the balls into the bloke where he should have been.
Yeah.
And,
so the ball just rolls across the face of goal, and there's no one there.
And giving the ball away 90% of the time he had it.
Yeah. I mean, I heard he stormed off down the tunnel at the end of the game.
His attitude's been poor like that the past few weeks. I don't care what anyone says, right? You can love Maxi all you want. That's great for you, right? Is he entertaining on Twitter? Yeah, he's a right laugh. Banter's top notch, mate. But your performances on the pitch and your attitude on the pitch, and even when he did score that goal, the celebration wasn't for the fans. No. The walk with the head down. No, it wasn't for the fans. Okay, his mind is elsewhere. His attitude is elsewhere, and he was abysmal again. End of.
He wasn't alone, mind.
He's all talk, and no performance.
Right, so I'm going to put a bit of a debate out about Maxi, because where I really wanted to start the night, so I'm glad we're on him. Will Maxi be a better player with better players around him? Is he thinking I've got to do too much because the players around me aren't good enough? I personally think he might improve with players around him, but he still frustrates the hell out of me, like he has done for the two of you as well, not releasing the ball when there's players in better positions. But if there's better players on the pitch in those positions, does he release the ball, Jade?
I don't think so. I think it's in his mentality. Do you know what I mean? That he wants to be that flair player and he wants to be that star. And I just think if there's better players on the pitch, then he just will still go missing, because there's better players on the pitch. He won't be needed. Therefore, I don't think he'll still put a performance in, to be honest.
I think you're right. I think he'll still.
Yeah, I think he will go into the abyss of being a shadow if we get better players.
Potentially. Billy, do you agree with that?
Word for word. Absolutely.
Yeah.
What you've got to do with Maximan is put him on the left-hand side and tell him, beat his player, get crosses in. That's it. That's what you say to him. Not get the ball on the left-hand side, run straight across the 18-yard box to the right-hand side of the pitch, and then pass it to nobody. Because that's what he did all day today. All day.
Before the takeover, obviously he was poor and his attitude was poor. The takeover happened. His statements were that he didn't want to be in a relegation battle every year, blah, 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 blah. He thinks he's better than that. That's great. You think you're better than that. I don't think you're better than that, but you do, and that's fine, right? We got the takeover. We now are looking to start making our first set of moves. And just better than what you were before. And if anything, you've gotten worse. So show me why you think you should be part of what Newcastle are looking to build, because I'm not seeing it, mate. You're not irreplaceable. There are so many players out there better than you.
Before the takeover, he was the main man. Steve Bruce's tactic was give Maxi the ball and see what happens, and that was it.
That's all he had.
That's gone.
Yeah.
Now that's gone. He's got nothing to go for. Just tell him to stay on the fucking left wing and cross the ball in and beat players and cross the ball in.
Really entertained that chairman today that flew over to watch the game. Could have really put on a show. Do you know what I mean? Really, really put your name out there and put a smile on his face.
But
impress the
I have to say,
nothing.
to put him in the middle where Howe did put him today as a false 9, if you like, doesn't suit him, and we know it doesn't suit him.
Didn't work.
No, and he's got strikers.
It didn't suit any of them that were up there, to be fair.
He's got young Stevenson, who could have played up front.
Mm-hmm.
I know
Gail's
got COVID. I mean, if he's not going to play the youth and young lads in today's game, he's never going to play them. There's no point in being there.
Nah, he should have played some of the under-23s today. If you were going to go out there and do the way you were going to do it, then you need a striker. Pick up the under-23 striker. Pick him up and put him in, because we didn't have one. So play one.
Yeah. No, I agree. Thank you very much, Michael Hastings, for the £5 super chat. That is available to anyone who would like to donate. And he said, put it towards the first Toon Tops. You will definitely be getting a Toon Top when I get the chance. I've got their Jacob one, so she needs one as well as quickly as possible. Need to get them away from York City as fast as I can.
Yeah, straight in there, Baz. Nice and early.
Yeah, exactly. Welcome, Paul. That's a face of thunder.
All right.
Go on, do it.
I've been waiting for this, to be fair.
What? Oh, he's done a Sinclair. We can't hear his mic. And the Sinclair goes to Baz. What have I done?
I think the suspense here.
I still can't hear you, mate.
I've got patience.
I'm going to fly 20 yards back here.
Come and rant at me.
You can hear me now. I've put the microphone on the mic. No, I'm using Lily's headset that she got for Christmas, and the mic not working through this for some reason. But never mind, because I'm at Susan's at the minute. So
come on then.
Let's go.
We're talking about Maxi.
Wow.
One of the things that I've said.
Or do we have to?
Yes, we do. I've said that.
Listen, but I don't actually know what planet you're on today, right? Because obviously I know you've had the fantastic news. I know we've been texting most of the day and stuff, and I'm really, really sort of chuffed and happy for you. I am, and you're having a Sinclair talking about the game.
No, but I didn't see the game. I'm not talking about the game. I'm just talking about the result. I'll talk about the result, though. The result, not the be-all to end-all.
I'm sorry, but the result, nah. Away, man. It's Cambridge United, Barry. We should be winning. Realistically, we should put our under 23s out and beat Cambridge United. They are relegation fodder in League One. But on the flip side of that, they totally deserve to win today, to be honest, because they were outstanding. They were absolutely outstanding. To a man, they made us look like, well, it was embarrassing. And being in that ground today, watching, sitting there, and you just think, is this actually happening in front of my eyes? Because I can't believe what I'm watching. The passing, it was just unbelievably poor from the likes of Longstaff. Joe Linton had a terrible game today, but, I'm not going to put it on Joe Linton. He's going to have bad games every now and again. He's been our best player for weeks. However, right, St. Maximin, I don't know what this kind of, fallacy is about St. Maximin, right? Because he gets the ball, he does the same thing every time. He tries to take a couple of men on, or he runs across the 18-yard box, outside the box, runs right across, then he either tries a shot, which goes into level 7, or then he tries to make a pass, which he always overhits, and it runs for a goal kick. Yeah. This guy is now Traore of Wolves, because there's just not an end product. And we can't risk having an end product once every 20 times. He's turned up against Man United, and I heard Jade say before, his attitude has been wrong for weeks. Look, when we were getting beat at Liverpool, he comes off injured, yet suddenly he's fit for the next game. He goes down a few times today, and he's sitting on his backside for 30 seconds to a minute complaining when it was a perfectly good tackle. We can't afford to carry him in the situation we are now. It's like we are down to 10 men because he's not a team player. He could have played, I don't know, at least 10 times today when he was running across. He could have played players in, but he decided to try and have a shot. There was one shot got through in the first half, which you keep it turned away for a corner. That was the only time. The rest of the time, he was trying to play those cute little balls through, kicking them out of play, or the left back or the right back screaming for the ball, and he gives it away. It's not good enough. And I don't understand all this or Maxi's world class or not. No, he isn't.
No, he's
not. The best part of that was he was playing little clever little balls, how he saw, to himself, because he's a bloke that should have been in the bleeding middle.
Yeah.
There's no one there.
Exactly.
He'd gone wandering all over the bleeding place. Like you say,
yeah, but you could see that. Yeah. You could see that in the first half, though. You know, they're coming down towards us at the Leazer's end. Trippier looks up, everybody's shouting cross, but Trippier's looking across and thinking, what the hell am I?
There's
nobody there to cross
to.
Yeah.
And then when we do get a good ball in, you know, Rich, I think it was Richie or Trippier standing at the back post and nodded in. Bloody fatty Longstaff comes in from nowhere and heads it wide. My God, don't get me started on him.
He's a minus point score today, Longstaff. He was absolutely diabolical. I don't think he passed the ball all day.
Did you see the one in the first half where Trippier played a simple ball down the line to him and he couldn't keep it in? He couldn't stay with the pace of the ball because he's so slow. It was horrendous.
The one I noticed was that they played it along the back forward, give out Trippier, who played it inside to Longstaff, who then turned blindly and played a pass straight to their centre forward.
Straight to a wall, yeah. Unbelievable,
5 yards away.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Now, that man's leaving the club this week. Yeah. Why would you put him in the side when he's not going to have the hunger that you should have to play a cup tie at home when you know you're leaving? I wouldn't have picked him. He should never been nowhere near the side.
No, would have been in the squad for
Listen,
me.
If somebody offered 500 grand for Sean Longstaff now, I'd snap the hands off. He is terrible.
Digressed a lot. I'll ask you the same question I asked these two, Paul. Maxi, obviously, we know he has talent. We know he's frustrating. We know he's an idiot sometimes when it comes to releasing the ball. But when there's better players brought into the club, does that lift Maxi's level? And does he have more confidence in releasing the ball at the right time? And will he actually do it? That was what we were having a bit of a conversation about. And Jade said no, you said no. Billy, you said no as well, didn't you?
But I think if you get better players alongside him, he'll just sulk and he won't be the main man and he'll just go into his shadow. You won't see him at all.
Exactly. I think he fades into the shadows because these players are better.
Yeah.
And that's it. They'll take it out, come in, they'll take a look at Kieran.
He's in a huff.
The passing, the crossing, his strength, physicality, his challenges, everything was so much more superior than anyone else on that pitch. Yeah. And it stood out that he was so much more superior. You get in a few more of those.
To be honest,
they go in the shadows.
Yeah. How many times have we said, though, since Steve Bruce left, he has sulked from the second he left the club, right? Because he's not the main man anymore. And Eddie Howe doesn't use him as the only outlet, like Steve Bruce used to do, pump it to Maxi, let Maxi run wild, and then Maxi's knackered after 60 minutes, right? He has took the huff. There is no doubt about that. And if better players come in, Jade is exactly right what she says. He will take the huff again because he's not the main man. He's not the star. And Chip has made a good point on Jason's show. He wants to stop all these stupid tweets before match, saying, match day, all of this kind of crap. And
all the tricks and flicks and videos and that.
All the tricks and flicks.
Half of those
Get on with your job.
Video, he loses the ball afterwards anyway.
Yeah.
You're making a compilation of absolutely fuck all, mate.
Yeah, but you know what it is, guys, and I'm being perfectly serious here. If we got an offer for him, I'd sell him. I'd sell him in this window because we don't need a player like that. He's not a team player. And Barry, if we're going to get better players in, I would rather have Maxi out of the team because these better players are going to get paid off with Maxi, not the other way around. Because Maxi won't give them. It doesn't matter. He could have Messi and Mbappe alongside him. He'd still try and do the same thing because he'd try and prove that he's better than them.
He's better than them.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
And the fact of the matter is, if Ryan Fraser can play wide left and provide more to the team than Alan Maxman can.
Yeah,
to the team.
The worrying thing is before today we were saying about needing 3 or 4 players, right? I think we need at least 6. I think that.
See, I said 6 when I was asked. I said 6.
Yeah, the owner was there today, right? He was in the ground and he did not look happy after that game, right? That is a wake-up call to the new owners that they need to spend, or else we will go down. Now we could get a couple of more players in for the Watford game, fair enough. I'll be happy with that, but we need at least 6 in this window. Half that team needs to change for the rest of this season going forward. Otherwise, we are in deep, deep trouble. And Maxi needs to be left. Maxi needs to put his ass on the bench and say, right, you're not going to play as a team member. You're not going to do for the rest of them. Because Maxi plays for one person and one person only, himself. And then when he scores, he pretends it's all about the fans. But when he has a bad game, he wants to come off injured all the time. His heart's not in it.
Yep.
And that's not what we need.
And he just storms off the tunnel.
Yeah.
Where's your love for the fans then?
He did it at Liverpool, Jade. He did it at Liverpool. He followed Willock straight. He gave a little wave to the fans and then buggered off. That's not the first time he's done it. And it's just not good enough.
I don't care about him giving sarcasm to fake journos on Twitter. I don't care about that, Maxi.
Yeah.
I don't care about your banter on Twitter. I don't care about you putting your little GIFs out. I don't care, mate. Get on the pitch and put a performance in or leave. Because I'm well over it. I'm telling the kids. I'm over it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling the kids today, you know, Susan and Lily's first time going into St. James's. Ben and Phoebe there, really looking forward to seeing some goals. You know, and we were all saying before the game, I met Dave Harrison's daughters before the game, and we're all saying, hopefully we'll get 4 or 5 for Dave and put on a real great performance. And look at it.
Nothing.
You know, I am sick to death of coming out of that ground feeling depressed. You know, spending fortunes following this football team, and we get nothing back from the players. How can they put it on against Man United and turn up against Cambridge and do that? It makes absolutely no sense. We're playing Man United. We're in the shop window here. Let's see what we can do. But Cambridge will just walk on the pitch and we'll muller them. It doesn't work like that. Cambridge played their hearts out today. And
they did. They put the bodies on the line, didn't they? They put their bodies on the line and literally did it.
He took that right in the face. That shot that hit him in the face. And we thought, God, he's knocked out. Straight back up. But you know what it is? Did you notice that every tackle they were making, every save the keeper was making, they were all high-fiving each other. They were so together as a team today. And our guys just, Jesus. But I think Maxi's starting to pay a lot of the other players off, by the way. I genuinely start to think that. Because they're all, you know, when he loses the ball, he's waving like this and saying, sorry. All right, learn your lesson. Next time, play the ball.
Yeah.
And he doesn't. He sees the ball all the time. And it's really, I mean, I'm sorry to rant on, but that's just
fine.
It is.
He's the kid at school, isn't he, that stands in front of the goal angle, tapping in goals and then running around the pitch as if he's won the World Cup. That's exactly what he is.
You know what?
Yeah, he's that one.
Phoebe, my daughter, right? It's only the second game she's been to. And you know what she said? That number 10's a ball hogger.
Really?
That's
brilliant.
From a 13-year-old girl who's only been to her second match today, that number 10 for Newcastle's a ball hogger. He doesn't pass to anybody.
Yeah.
Now, if she can see that...
And why can't everybody else?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
True. So very quickly, Lee, thank you very much for becoming a member of the World of Sport TV. There's also Toonman 144 has as well, but it's disappeared off the screen. I'm sure I'll come back to it later on. And Michael Marsden, thank you so much, mate. £60 donation saying congratulations to the baby. Thank you so much for the channel, mate. Really appreciate that. He's a top guy. He is.
Love him to bits. He's a genuine.
He's a genuine, really nice guy. He is.
He's so considerate, Kai. He's just a brilliant guy.
He is. He really is. So thank you so much, mate. I can't thank you enough. And again, I'll put some of that towards the baby, but it also goes back into the channel and to the guys who are on here as well and stuff like that as well. So thank you very much.
There's another player on that pitch today that, aside from Longstaff and Maxman, that has become a real bugbear to me, a proper bugbear. And he escapes criticism an awful lot of the time, and that's Fabian Schär. The man is thick as mince.
I'm glad you said that, because I wanted to bring his name up as well.
Let's go for the goal that they scored. The ball comes out from our corner. We've got a real good situation. We've got 2 men out wide unmarked, one on the other side of the pitch also. 40 yards out, he shoots. Sails into the Gallagher. They clear it and score from it. Now, in the middle of this clearance, this attack from Cambridge, the ball comes in. Dubravka gets a thing to it. Fabian Schär makes his header that goes about a yard in front of him. It's a shit header, and yet he stands there and admires it.
Yeah. I mean, we all like Schär, don't we? But
his pass in the first half from the edge of his box, he looked for Fraser on the right hand side. Mike, it went behind for a goal kick. I mean, Schär has a tendency to do that, though. For some reason, he just... It's like he gets so peed off. He says, "Oh, sod this, I'm just belting the ball away." You know. But that's why we need the 2 centre-backs.
We weren't bad, were we, in the first half? We were in the second. I mean, God blimey. I just don't think he's got the intelligence. He really had that shot. He did it against Man United as well, didn't he? It was Man City. It was about 40 yards out.
I don't
think
he cares.
About the goal itself, guys? Do you think it was Dubravka? I mean, it happened in front of me. I thought Dubravka made a fumble for that. Yeah.
I don't think he took a knock.
Yeah, but Jade, a goalkeeper comes out like that, he's got to get the ball. You know, as a goalkeeper, you've got to go. It doesn't matter who you go through.
I think he went down.
He goes down injured. Yeah. I don't think at all. Like he's gone down injured. I don't think he takes a hit. I just think he's soft as fuck, to be honest. And it's embarrassment. You've just conceded a pissy goal, right, against Cambridge, who was 16th in League One, right? Where you just shouldn't have. That team shouldn't have. Effectively, on paper. Shouldn't have happened. I think it's embarrassment. You didn't get hit. You haven't taken a knock. There is no foul.
No.
You've just conceded a shitty little goal.
Yeah. And because he was powder puff, he didn't come out, take the player out, take the ball.
No.
He got the ball, and that was why. A lot was down to Fabian Schär. And a lot
Schär, for me, doesn't care.
No, he doesn't.
He knows his contract runs out in June. He wanted out before anyway. That's why he hasn't signed an extension. I don't think he cares. I don't think he believes in the project that allegedly the new owners are trying to build. You can see it. It's all over his face. He couldn't give a shit. He hasn't given a shit for a while. He doesn't care.
Was there many boos at full time on the telly?
Didn't see
hear any boos at full time.
They didn't show anything like that.
It was kind of drowned out.
Where we were sitting, we were because where we were literally sitting was right underneath the Cambridge fans, so all we could hear was obviously them going crazy at the end. By the way,
my stream cut out at 9 minutes.
Absolutely incredible, them Cambridge fans.
5,000 them on there, so
just brilliant.
Apparently, I've got a tan again.
That's radiance. I
look quite normal
glow
today.
Of radiance as a new father. That's all it is. A glow of radiance.
Exactly. Yes, you're glowing.
I'm not seeing a tan like.
This is called 3 hours sleep. This is called 3 hours sleep. This is what 3 hours sleep looks like.
What did you think of Almiron's shot in the last minute, by the way? Was that spectacular enough? Jesus Christ. It ended up in the Strawberry Pub, you know.
Summed up the game. Effectively summed up the game. That shot in the final minute.
I agree.
He just put his ball, he just put his foot through it, and it just summed up the game completely.
He was dreadful when he came on, by the way. He's running around like a dog chasing a balloon again.
But what's this turning backwards, Billy?
Nothing.
What is it? You know, he's an attacking player, but he was starting to do what Maxi was doing and running across the 18-yard line and losing the ball.
And there's 4 or 5 times first half where Joe Linton could have shot and didn't have the confidence to do so.
And when he did, it was powder puff again. Look, I don't know what happened to Joe Linton today. He was just
because he was playing further forward.
Like I said,
playing further forward.
I'm not going to hammer Joe Linton because he's been fantastic for us lately. So I just think a lot of players around him today were just awful. I mean,
the whole team was poor today.
It's embarrassing,
who wasn't too bad.
Yeah. There's a good
he's
point
had one day training with his new team, and still played that well.
So you're not going to pin it on him. He still played better than the rest of them after 1 day training.
Exactly, with 1 day's training. So, honest, I mean, if anything says it today that how bad that 11 is, or some of them players in that 11, it's a massive wake-up call for me because everybody was, including myself, quite positive after the Man United game, but bang, crashed back down to earth. We've still only won 1 game this season. That's the main issue here. We still only won 1 game.
Yeah. Let's be honest. The team selection was wrong. You don't play Matkovic. You shouldn't play Matkovic at left back. You got Mankier on the bench. Had a good game against Man United.
Yeah, but Dummett's on the bench.
Dummett's on the bench. So they've got 2
people on the bench. Play him.
They're both.
I was disappointed none of the kids got to go today, though. I think Dylan Stevenson should have played up front. If Gil had COVID, why not bring Dylan Stevenson in?
100%.
Because we had nothing. The build-up was so slow, and it's like we were completely clueless on the attack. It's like they didn't know what to do or where to put the ball.
And he could have played Anderson where Longstaff was. I mean, Anderson's got a future with this club. We know Sean Longstaff hasn't. Why was he playing?
Yeah, I agree. Anderson should definitely start.
It's not needed, by the way. It's a headset.
Would you put that down to Eddie Howe not trusting
Paul,
on you?
You're a little bit behind when you're talking, like the volume. You're finishing your conversation and the volume's still going. So I think you're a tiny bit slow. It's fine though. We can. I don't really care,
Susan's
but I think
he's just saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Susan's internet. I'm taking no responsibility.
I love it. There was an incident in the first half. Obviously, Sean Longstaff went down in the box. I mean, it looked like did they get the man first before the ball, or are we happy that it was given as a corner?
Yeah, it was definitely
nothing in it for me.
The only penalty in the game was the one they should have had, to be honest.
Right. Oh God.
Yeah, how was that not a penalty? But because where I was sitting, I thought, hang on, he's got ahead of Richie here, and then he went down. Yet we got a free kick.
Stonewall
how
penalty.
Does that work?
I think it was really soft.
How did he foul
but
Richie
if you're in the Premier League, they give it. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those nowadays. I'm starting to call them millennial penalties because you wouldn't have got them back in the 90s and that, but you get them now. That's what I'm calling it. It was a millennial penalty.
No, that was a penalty full stop. He was brought down clean through.
I think it's one of those new age ones for me.
It's a red card.
You don't get that 15 years ago, but you get it now.
It's a red card.
So,
the difference was the referee didn't give it, and the VAR bloke decided to back his colleague up, and that's all it was. To me, it was a blatant penalty and a red card.
Yeah, Daniel's absolutely spot on with my comment there. Nothing's getting me down.
Yeah, we got a free kick. I don't know how.
What did he give the free kick for?
I don't know.
I don't know what that was.
Because we were all thinking, how can he be? Yeah, how can he be in front of Matt Ritchie and foul him?
The ball got played behind him and he outpaced him, and then Ritchie brought him down. Last man, red card, penalty. See you later. That's all I could say. I couldn't believe it when VAR didn't overturn it. Couldn't believe it.
Was VAR in action today?
Yeah. Yes.
It was.
Only at Premier League stadiums, not anywhere.
See, that's not fair. I don't agree with that.
Which I find bizarre.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Playing in different rules, aren't we?
Yeah, it's a different competition to the Premier League as well, isn't it? So, yeah, I don't agree with that.
It's apparently something to do with the connection that the Premier League have got straight to the VAR place.
Yeah.
The EFL teams don't have the system for it apparently. So in that case, I think you're right. I think it should be just scrapped if the lower league teams don't have it.
That is the only fair way to do it. Is you just don't do it at all in the cups, do you?
And to be honest with you, I think VAR should be looked at completely. That it should be set up in the ground or outside of every ground. There should be officials there to officiate that match, not people back in a room wherever they are looking at incidents, just like they do in cricket. And I know cricket bores you, but they use their DRS system so much better than what any other sport does. And rugby as well, they do it amazingly well. You know, the English FA should have went to these sports like rugby, like cricket, asked how it's all set up, how it works, and then gone to the likes of Australia and America where they're using VAR so well and implemented the processes into our own VAR. Or it's either that, the VAR is working well, it's just our officials are absolutely shite.
But the fact is, if it can't be used in some grounds and it can in others, then you're playing a different competition, in my opinion.
Exactly.
So
that's not a fair competition.
What that all together.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have seen that referee's decision today had he knew VAR wasn't there. Because I think we might have seen a different. I think he would have pointed.
I agree.
There.
I agree, and he'd have sent him off as well. He'd have had to do.
Yeah, well, he was clean.
Well, if he gives it, he has to.
I don't understand how he can foul Matt Ritchie when he's in front of him. I really don't get that.
And the other thing that's hard to understand is the offside law these days. Because when the ball was played from the Cambridge fella, there's three of them offside, including the bloke that scores. But because it hit Shelby's foot on the way through, they then become onside again.
Onside again, yeah.
Absolute bollocks. That law is absolute bollocks.
Yeah. So if he left it,
but it's the law. Fine. That's the problem, Billy, isn't it? That's
it is. It's the law, but
the law's bollocks. But it's the law. It's crazy.
I mean, there's some obviously horrible news. Wilson being out for 2 months. I reckon we should have kept very quiet about that because everyone knows we're going to be in hunt for a striker, and everyone's price tag has just gone up by about 5-10 million easily, hasn't it?
Absolutely.
We spoke about this, Baz.
That's all.
Yeah, we spoke about it. It's a fact that we should have just released that after we brought another striker in.
Yeah, exactly.
Should never have done that. Now we've
see
just
how
lost
much
the game.
is now.
Yeah, Enrique's gone from like 7 million to probably like 18.
Just lost another game. We're desperate for players. We're obviously hunting in the market, and we've just said we need a striker to every team in Europe.
Yeah.
Well done. You've now just outpriced yourself again.
Yeah.
It's not a smart.
I'm going to say it's probably better.
Yeah. I'm going to say good night because I just popped on for 10 minutes or so.
No, thanks for coming on. I appreciate it.
No bother.
Cheers, Paul.
I'll see you very soon, guys. Take care.
Absolutely. See you soon, matey.
So very quickly, while we're into the show, we've got 163 watching, which is just incredible. You know, this channel's grown from what me and Billy, we started this from 10 to 15 to up to 30 people watching. Then suddenly it's just gone boom up to over hundreds. It's just incredible. So we thank you for watching. If you are new, please hit that subscribe button. It is completely free and it helps us to, you know, grow, build our channel, and then also bring you bigger and better guests, which we've got some announcements to make on guests soon, but we'll keep the cards close to our chest until closer to the time. There's an exciting one on Friday coming up, so keep an eye out for that. And if you do wish to be a member, it's 99p. That basically allows you all the perks of the channel and puts you into free prize draws. Sorry, I say free prize draws just for members. So, for example, if we get a Newcastle signed shirt and we're going to give it away for free, only the paying members would be entered into that draw. All of the subscribers would be entered into little draws. I mean, probably give away some aftershave, perfume, you know, little things, signed little postcards from players and things like that. There's lots of stuff we want to give away, programs from back in the day. So please consider it. The link is in the chat, so if you go right to the very top of it, you'll see it's pinned. Click on it and then you can sign up for 99p. That would be brilliant. So where do we go next then? So obviously you mentioned Shaw with the goal. We haven't really touched on it enough, I don't think. You know, is it avoidable? I mean, you mentioned he had a shot and then they've gone up the other pitch and scored, but surely there might have been other chances within that build-up to stop the goal from going in anyway.
It happened pretty quickly, actually. The ball kind of went out.
It was quite a quick turnover, to be fair.
Right.
And how the ball got to the goalkeeper so quick, and then they cleared it. And they were playing the long ball quite a lot and getting results out of it too. Yeah. And it came down Trippier's side and Kraft's side. The chap played a free ball through to three men were offside marginally. Yeah. But because Shelby's tried to challenge and it's come off his foot, he's played them all onside again. Bit of a melee. Dubravka could have come out and claimed it, but he powder puffed at it. Right. Ball came across. Shah tried to head it clear, but he headed it about 3 yards in front of him and then stood there watching it. And then the bloke tapped it into a basically empty net.
Right. I know. You still can't wipe the smile off my face. You can't wipe the smile off my face.
No. And you don't stop smiling because it's an absolutely fantastic day for you and your family. I've got nothing else to add. Billy's right. It was avoidable. It was avoidable from start to finish. Cher's header is abysmal. I don't know why you've headed it no more than 3 yards in front of you back into play when your goalkeeper's over there and you've headed it in front of you no more than 3 yards ahead of you and then just stood there and watched it. If you're going to do such a pathetic ass header, head it to the side and get it away.
Especially as Dubravka's lying on the floor pretending to be
never. It's the same as playing a ball across the face of goal in your back foot. Do you remember you're always told kick it out, get it away, go to either side, go to the left. Like if you'd have gone to his left, there was a lot there. So probably got more chance of being able to get that one clear. But he does it right in front of him when there's no goalkeeper or anything. He doesn't know what else is behind him, and he does it right in front of him. Like
terrible.
Oh, fuck off, man.
So. Jules will talk about transfers soon. We want to talk about the game first, and then send out the link for people to say that
he wants to play bigger and better. Like,
yeah,
but you ain't making no top 16 back four.
No,
definitely chance, boy.
Wow, just after saying people come and would like to be a member, we've got 4 new members straight away. So Dublin Magpie, thank you very much for becoming a member.
Cheers, David.
Andy McClay as well. Martin 1965 and Adrian Jackson as well. So they'll come up in the chat soon enough, but they'll pop up at the top to say that they've done it before I get there. So thank you very much for becoming members. It really does help us grow it. I say as soon as we get to 100 members, we will start putting money into this charity by buying prizes and then giving them away to the people who put the money into the channel. I think it's a nice, fair way of doing it. It means a charity gets money. It means you guys get stuff back for being a member and enjoying watching the stuff that we do. And then, of course, the channel takes a slice and puts it into the running costs of StreamYard and Canva and all this sort of stuff we have to use to bring you these live pictures. So, yeah, thank you very, very much. I just can't thank you enough. So we've covered ASM, we've covered Longstaff, we've covered Shaw. Almiron didn't start, came on. Any impact at all?
None at all.
Are we starting to give up on the bloke now, or do we still think he's got a future or not?
I don't think he's suited to English football.
You can't offer something against Cambridge. I can't see you offering much against anybody else. I've really tried being a huge advocate for Miggy. I've been so patient with him. And, obviously patient, just trying to see if we can play him in a free roaming 10 role or something. Just, give him some. But you've come on today against Cambridge in a cup game and you've offered nothing apart from one shot that went God knows where out of the ground. So I think if we're going to be bringing players in, I can't see any of these guys hanging around.
Yeah.
I mean, when he came on, he literally thought he had to do it all himself and was trying to run past everyone. And he was just not part of the team at all, was he? And like you say, that shot was one of the worst shots I think I've ever seen by anyone. It was dreadful.
It was so disjointed. Really disjointed.
I don't know what happened there.
He kicked you out. You had enough of seeing your smiling face.
Yeah, I kicked you out, so I was about to slag me.
Fed up of seeing your fucking happiness, man.
Well, I'm going to try this again. I'm trying to minimize it and am I still on the screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank God for that, because I want to load a picture in while we're talking, because it's a very good talking point for where I want to go next with the conversation. So carry on what you were talking about, because obviously
we were saying basically, and Jade's right, if Miggy came on and decided he was going to do everything himself and absolutely did nothing, and that the one shot that he attempted, like you say, I think it's in the Strawberry car park now. It was that bad. It was horrendous.
Someone out there got a free football today.
I think you're right, yeah.
Was it that bad?
Mine is now flat. So, if you want to give a free football away, tweet me, because I'd love one. But it was awful. Yeah, it was poor.
Typical. I try and do something, it doesn't want to work.
But it was dreadful when he came on.
Yeah. Yep. What about Kraft at centre-back starting now? He had a great game against Man United at right-back. Why put him into a centre-back when he's not a centre-back? Surely there was a better option in Dummett on the bench, playing as the left side and maybe moving Shaw to his unfavoured right side, but that would make a better partnership in my eyes.
I mean, Kraft's Kraft, isn't he? Let's be honest. He's never going to be great, is he? He had a great game at right-back against Man United, but he was nowhere near the worst today. But he weren't great.
Yeah, I completely agree. He wasn't the worst on the pitch at all. He wasn't the worst, but he wasn't great. It's one of those where everyone was so bad that the odd couple that weren't that bad it showed that they weren't that bad. But he's never going to be a world beater for us. He's never going to be quality. He's never going to be an 11 for us. But he wasn't the worst out there today.
He did seem to have a little bit of urgency as well. I mean, he pushed himself forward near the end to try and sneak a goal, and you couldn't fault him for his effort. But at the end of the day, he's not a centre half. He does a fair job there, but he's not a centre half. He's a half decent right back, but nowhere near as good as the right back we've got now.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's going to be a little bit funny while I just upload this picture. I do apologise. It's the only way I could do it was by putting myself in the stream on my phone.
I wonder what next.
We are trying to get technical now, guys. So hold on to your hats.
Anything could happen here.
Guy, thank you very much for becoming a member. I'm sure I said that already, but it's popped up on the screen now, so it's always nice to say it twice. Almiron seen more muscle on a chip. Now, this is the thing that drives a lot of people nuts of Almiron. He does seem a very lightweight. But I remember him playing against Burnley, and he was giving away fouls left, right, and centre for knocking their big guys over. So there must be some sort of strength in the lad. But I remember when Iosi Perez came to us, and he was very lightweight, and then he went on a diet of fish and chips and bulked himself up. Does someone need to have an arm around Miggy and say, if you want to be an excellent player in this league, you need to put some beef on, and you need to be a bit more physical?
I'm not sure it's a physicality.
Was meet Louis after the game and go for Burger King?
Yeah, possibly. Possibly.
There you go, Louis.
I don't think he's got the intelligence, to be honest. I mean, today when he came on...
I don't agree with this, by the way. Get Howe out now.
No, that's ridiculous.
I mean,
that's ridiculous.
I'm not even going to say that.
We can criticise him for today, but That's a proper knee-jerk reaction. Absolute nonsense.
I think this has jumped loads of comments.
He's a Chesterfield fan. I wish we'd drawn Newcastle, not Chelsea.
Oh, so do many around the UK today, buddy.
I wish we'd drawn fucking Chelsea. Wouldn't be fucking bad.
Yeah, we probably would have played all right because it was a top team.
Without a doubt. And then there's also Peter Gould, I believe, has become a man. There it is there. Thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate that. Peter. I think my StreamYard's decided to jump all the comments, so we're right down at the bottom. So we'll just have to stay at the bottom, I'm afraid, because I've got no idea where all the rest of them have gone. I know a good chippy for Miggy. We know a few, don't we? Get them to Blythe's Butchers. That'll help. That'll get them tonked up a little bit. Get some steaks down them or something like that.
If somebody comes in for an offer for him in January, then I wish him all the best because I do like the guy. Yeah. But let him go because he's not going to get any better for us. And if we can bring these targets in, we just need to get them in as fast as we can and no longer play. I'd love a Burger King, Louis. Yes, please. I would love one.
This one here, we covered this one earlier, Luke, and we don't think an FA Cup tie this early in the season is really going to, with the project we have, I personally can't see it causing an issue. I really can't.
If anything, it should help our chairman to kind of push things forward quicker.
Exactly.
Yeah. If anything, that was a huge shock to the system because everyone already knew we were really bad. But seeing that today, he's there.
That's a fair comment there, Stu, mate. It's a fair comment.
Judy's made a great comment.
Mate, and let us get these
the one before, the one Stu made is a good comment too because Murphy didn't make a lot of asses. The only chance he took was the one where he was frigging offside.
Yeah, typical, isn't it? I think Murphy's time's running out as well. Oh, Jesus, the comments.
That's the problem. Jumping. Like we said, we've got so many players here that
this is true.
Players we got for the championship and are still with us and whatever else. You look at that team now. Realistically, how many of them are going to be worth keeping when this project is really lifting off?
Yeah,
realistically,
definitely.
How many of them?
That's a great comment as well. And the comments have just jumped again. Where were we? Agreed. Miggy's great at running around the pitch like Mo Farah. Guys, I can't keep up with the chats to just keep on flying in, and there's like 5 coming in at a time, so it's just jumping everything up. Oh, Leeds fan in the house. I think that you're not playing better now than you were with Steve Bruce. It will take time. I completely agree with that.
I absolutely agree with that. It will take, you can see the style of football that Eddie Howe wants to play. Yeah, he got it wrong today. Managers get it wrong. It happens. I mean, Klopp's got it wrong at times. Pep gets it wrong at times. They've all gotten it wrong in certain games. Today, Howe got it wrong. It happens. But you can see the style of football he wants to play. We just haven't got the players at the minute to do it. When we do get those players in, we're going to look like a completely different force. Yeah. We just need to get those players in, and then the ball will start rolling.
Yeah. Guy, I'm going to give you some information soon about transfers and about the owners and stuff like that. So it's all right. It's not groundbreaking or anything like that, but it'll kind of settle some nerves, I think, of a lot of the fans. So
stay tuned. Bad's got gossip.
I've got gossip.
Bit of updates.
Yeah, we'll get round the water cooler and have a gossip. So this is the picture I was trying to upload.
I was never one of those girls, Baz.
Well, you're not.
Yeah.
So this epitomizes everything that's wrong with our squad at the moment and wrong with our team. Callum Wilson, 6 goals, maximum 4, and then 1 from a handful of players. That is relegation form unless you find another goal scorer from somewhere. Really, if you want to be out the bottom 3, you need at least 2 strikers scoring maybe 6 goals between them. You need at least 2 midfielders scoring 3 or 4. I'll just put it again just to let it sink in.
That's disgusting. That is abysmal. Yeah. I mean, you've got 1 striker there on 6 midway through the season, injury-prone striker. If you had 2 of those in, you're probably not too upset about that. But I am pretty upset about that. Then you've got maximum 4, and then you've got a bunch on 1. That just shows right there where we're lacking everything on the pitch. Yep. There's no attack, there's no midfield, and we don't even have defenders chipping in the odd 3 or 4. That they do. You look how many goals like Trent and that pick up in the season. Trent picks up a few. Van Dijk gets the headers in. You look at the state of that, and none of them are adding anything to that team.
And when we
they
were
all
under
think
Rafa,
that they're better than to play. Like, you know, lads, I don't think so.
And I hate to bring it up, but under Rafa, people like Shaw, Fernandez, Lascelles, they all had at least 2 or 3 goals in them in a season. And you just don't see that this season at all. I know Manquillo scored a great goal at Old Trafford, but you look at that there, Lascelles has only got 1, and there's only 2 defenders scored. At this point of when in Rafa's season, at least all the defence had probably contributed to at least a couple of assists and a couple of goals. So what's going wrong, Billy? I just don't get it.
A lot of that's down to the Steve Bruce regime, but I mean, I don't know. The fact of the matter is, we've got an injury, massive injury-prone striker, and if he's not playing, we don't score goals, and that's basically it.
Yeah, there's not enough there. Not enough. We're lacking everything, and the players that are there are either not good enough or they don't care enough.
I agree. Well, Botman deal being put up. I'll tell you about that.
Put up where?
Just.
Well, I haven't got my phone, lads. You're going to have to speak to me.
Put up his
Somebody
backside maybe or
comments.
something. Joe Linton, thank you very much for the super chat. £5 there. Thank you very, very much. Really appreciate it. Saying congrats, Baz. Yes, my smile is not going to be wiped today. I'm sorry.
No, even like I said before, it shouldn't be, because this is a great day for you and your family. So yeah, absolutely keep smiling for that. Yeah, because that's way more important than a game of football.
Exactly. And to be honest with you, next week against Watford, that is the most important game of our season. So let's talk about that now. So the reason why I tweeted out what I tweeted today, it wasn't about the performance. The performance was shit. We've got the way I see it, there's at least 6 players to come into that team, and there's going to be signings. Leaving the FA Cup at this stage, and I know it's a horrible thing to say, but then there's no more other games. We can concentrate on the league position. It's like the Mike Ashley era in a way. Staying up is the most important thing. But staying up is the most important thing to a new level to us now as fans, because we have that hope. We've got an ambitious owner, and we can sign players that we were only dreaming of the last couple of years. So that's why I tweeted out what I tweeted out. It wasn't, yes, the performance was disgusting. We shouldn't get beat off Cambridge, but it's not the be-all to end-all. And what I find on Twitter...
I completely agree with you there. I do. Yeah. The league is more important. Staying up is more important.
Exactly.
You know, I'm disappointed with how that 11 played against the League One Cambridge.
Yeah.
You know, and I am. The league is more important this season. If we hadn't put that team out against Cambridge, I wouldn't have blinked twice at the Cup this season, because staying up is the absolute priority.
Yeah.
But because we put that team out, I thought, we're going to give it a go. And that's where it disappointed me, was how poor that was with that 11. However, before that game, if we'd have put a bunch of kids out, 1 or 2 first teamers, you know, and Trippier had been in the stands just to see the game and be introduced to the crowd, I wouldn't have blinked twice at it, because staying up is the absolute priority.
Yeah,
that is the game that we have to go for.
It is. But having said that, a win today might give us a bit of confidence for next week's game.
Well, yeah,
there's the comment there as well, isn't it? We needed a win for morale.
The momentum. You think coming off the Man United game, we've had 2 weeks. They would have been well up for that today. You know, a bit of a cup run. Yeah, let's have it, lads. And they didn't. And that's where you start getting the frustrations, because it's like, hang on, you can't pick and choose when you want to perform here.
Yeah, I get that.
And again, Eddie Howe's put a side out to win that game today, and they won on the pitch. 6 games already won, basically.
Yeah.
John Frankenstein here usually needs someone to blame.
Interesting name.
There was so many people on this. This is what I want to try and get at, is that what I find on Twitter, and please, people, don't take this too seriously, or don't come at me because I'm going to say it, but I find a lot of fans on Twitter, they seem to suffer from bipolar. They're either a massive low or a massive high. There's no in between. So today, because we got beat, they've hit that low point straight away and gone, we're getting relegated. This is
you should be able to differentiate between the highs and lows, but at the end of the day, Eddie Howe deserves criticism today. By no means to be saying he should be sacked. But he deserves criticism, and that's it. Yeah. So you've got to remain some sort of level head towards it. Every loss, you can't ask for people to be sacked.
Exactly. But this is what I mean. There's no middle ground. It's either disaster or incredible. Look at the last week on Twitter. It's been unbelievable. All these people about signings, Botman's coming, Volovic. all these amazing players that we could potentially be getting. Everyone's on a massive high. Then suddenly we get beat today and it's Eddie Howe out, relegation, everyone's shit. There needs to be a balance within the fan base to say this was a cup game. It's not the be all to end all. Get your friend on, Jade. Just get her in.
Literally, she's just walked through the door. PCSO. Right, I live with a copper, so I have to behave. This is why I'm not in trouble anymore, right? Because I live with a copper. She's just finished her shift, right? Old Nene. If you see her on Twitter, give her a shout. But,
she'll be putting some names up later for Baz to pronounce, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully she'll be throwing some up there again. This is our resident comedian.
Please don't.
Nene.
Hi, Nene.
Please don't do that to me today. I'm far too tired.
You can congratulate him of the baby now. He's announced it on Twitter, so you can congratulate him now on Twitter. Yeah. Woke her up this morning. Baz had his baby. Don't write to him on Twitter.
Yeah, I did want to keep it quiet for a while because we were still trying to get in touch with family and friends. I got in touch with everyone apart from one of Claire's sisters. And I rang her husband and his phone cut out before I even got to say anything. So I kept ringing his missus's phone and it was lighting up next to the bed. And Ben went in and went, Laura, your phone's ringing. She was going, and just left it. And then she woke up and rang me at 7:30. And I went, you know what it is? You'd be terrible in a crisis. I could have needed you last night. That was being really harsh on me, even though I wasn't really that bothered. But she was like, oh, what's happened? I went, oh, yeah, there's 4 of us now. She was like, what? How? So if you don't really know the story, guys, we were meant to have a cesarean on Monday. It was all planned in, but the baby decided to have other ideas and decided to go into labour last night. So she got rushed in, emergency cesarean, pulled out, proper Lion King. It's a girl.
do you know why she did that, Baz? Because it's a girl.
It's a girl.
And she was like, screw you, Dad. I'm doing it my way.
Yeah. I was always convinced I'd have a boy again. Yeah, exactly. I was always convinced I'd have a boy because my family's full of boys. But when it got to the last 3 weeks of the pregnancy, I went, we're having a girl because it's just a little shit. And I mean, it caused so much trouble. It was unbelievable. But everyone's safe and sound. It's amazing. So, Martin, thank you very much for the 449.
I'm laughing at a comment coming up that Baz is going to have to read in a minute.
Oh, God, fantastic. Man, right.
Who's it from so I don't skip it?
Johnny Ola.
Right.
He's a member as well.
There's that
yes, you've got to read it because it's a member. So
yeah. Twats. Michael again. Players are still shit. They win the
back to Eddie Howe. We can't criticise him and criticise him properly because he didn't make mistakes today.
Yes.
But asking for his head is absolute nonsense, ridiculous, over the top, dummy out the pram kind of move, and no need for it.
Yeah, exactly. He needs a season with his own players. If we stay up, it's going to be an incredible season with Bruce's team.
We stay up, and give it next season. Dave, have summer to build as well.
He's right. Dave's right. It's Bruce's team, but Bruce's team should be able to beat Cambridge.
Yeah.
Yes.
How would like to take ball? I'm afraid that's like being Newcastle supporter of 50 years. Yes, right. Is this it? I hear.
That's the one.
Giffy Sigerson, Henrik McAtee. I can't pronounce all those names. I'm just not even. A lot of them. Chesney. I can take that one out. Yeah, that last one. There's Greek.
Lachikowski, Papasopoulopoulos.
Yeah.
Just say Socrates for that one.
Yeah. Thank you, you twat.
You're my new favourite member.
Yeah. That's what the last 14 years. Like, the last 14 years is what it's done to us. Is that we've been such serial complainers. We've just got into that mode that we're used to complaining about everything. I just have this little light switch in my head now, which I never used to have. Is that when one result goes bad, it's not the end of the world. And I think we just need to just relax a little bit after today. It hasn't changed our league position. It hasn't changed our style of play. Maybe he's tried something different and it hasn't worked out. But when we go to the Watford game, you'll go back to the Man United game. That they'll make the players watch it again, go back to that formation. We'll have different players. We'll have new signings in. That is the crucial game. And we have to win that match. And if we don't win that match, then yes, my enthusiasm will drop a bit. But I'm not going to then drop down to that bottom level. We're going to get relegated, because we're not relegated until we're relegated. And I'm not giving up, because there's so many good players to come in.
I've stayed like that all season. You know, we're not down till we're down.
Exactly.
We're very much so in it.
Put a link in, Baz, so people can join us.
Yes, I need to I'll do that on my phone, because it's a lot easier than trying to do it on the laptop, because I'll probably end up cutting myself off again. I'm terrible with stuff like that. I need to learn, and Jade needs to learn off me for Wednesday, and I can't even do it myself half the time. Absolutely terrible. Right, so invite a guest. Go on to YouTube. I'm not going to pin it in the top, because then that'll take the other one off. So, guys, if you do want to become a member for 99p, remember at the top of the chat, pinned, and you can see it when you're in the chat, is the link to join for 99p a month if you want to. It's entirely up to yourselves, but you will be entered into prize draws for paying members only, and there'll be some fantastic prizes, which we'll start announcing when we have the guys that we're getting involved with on the charity. I think we're going to do it Wednesday night. We're going to announce who they are and what they do and why they do it. And it's a charity that is well worth being involved with, because they're looking to help out disadvantaged kids with sports gear in the Northeast. So that's why we want to do it. Why I said yes, and then I'm going to convince everybody else who's on the channel that it is the best thing for us. So here's Louis, here's Sam. How are you doing, guys?
Hello.
I'm doing all right.
I've just recommended a goalkeeper for future.
No. Not saying it. Nice try, mate. I'm not that tired. That's too obvious.
That's an interesting name. That bloke there, Frank. He's got an interesting surname.
I'm not having a Sinclair tonight. I am not having a Sinclair tonight. All right. As long as the baby's happy and healthy, she really is. It's the only one I'm worried about is Claire at the moment, because what she went through was, having emergency cesarean, losing quite a lot of blood. I just want her home and well. So hopefully that'll be very soon. She's been able to get up and shuffle like a penguin around the hospital floor. So hopefully tomorrow she'll be back. Let's bring Dave in as well. Level 7, Dave.
Hello, David.
How's it going, everyone? Right, so we've got another one.
Oh, God.
Who is it?
You just ran about Fulham.
Oh, right, Annie.
No.
If you try one thing, I will literally, boom, you're gone, mate. Not today. Today's too special to me.
TV show.
He's gone.
Yeah, that'll do.
Let's not be nasty. Let's try and.
That was me.
I know it was. But,
you know
Annie,
you're my favourite.
You have been warned.
Fine.
You work for this channel. You know who we support. We only bash you because you bash us.
Oh, right? One.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have said that, because that sounded very wrong.
That did sound bad. I take no part in any of that, by the way.
Yeah.
We'll
start with you, Louis, because you were at the game. Obviously, a very disappointing result, but like I've said to a lot of people, it's not the be all to end all. It's not
the be all to end all, but it was shit. This is just bad where I was sitting. Literally, couldn't. Oh God, Sam Maximin, he just frustrates me every single time he gets the ball. He goes forward with the ball. He may be able to do a skill or two, but then he can't do anything from that. The Cambridge players will look at the skills and all that. Oh yeah, you can do all that, but then he'll get the ball straight after. He doesn't have a final product. Almiron, don't get me started on him either. That shot at, in that second half when he just went all the way in the flipping strawberry. I mean, today was awful. Willer came on, did absolutely nothing. Sean Longstaff came on, did absolutely nothing. I mean, get Sean Longstaff, Almiron, get all these players. Either improve or get out, because we need results.
Yeah, we do need results, and very, very quickly. Right, Annie, if your internet's going to keep on mucking up, you're definitely going to be barred. I'm not having this KFC shit tonight, mate.
No, we're on Burger King tonight.
Yeah. Dave, were you at the game today, or were you watching it on a dodgy stream?
I was watching on a dodgy stream, mate.
That's the way to do it.
Through
What
other
did you make of
resources.
What was the score? You don't think, Dave?
1-0.
Must be the same thing I had.
Did it? So
I wasn't disappointed, you know.
Let's try and find a positive from the game. Was there any positives to start with?
Yeah, the first half was all right.
Yeah. Who shone in the first half?
I thought Maxi had a great game in the first half.
Ooh.
I think Greg's a bit over-egging the pie a bit, Dave. He wasn't as bad in the first, he was the second.
He normally sits in level 7. Come on.
Yeah, this is true. This is true.
Kieran Trippier is the positive, isn't he? Kieran Trippier had a good game.
Yeah. Kieran Trippier had a great game.
He's miles ahead of everyone else in that team.
One of the best
Kieran
players
Trippier
on the
had
pitch.
a good game in the first half and the second half.
Who's Philip McGee, Dave?
I love it. Right, Chippers, can you think of any positives from that game?
I the fucking full-time whistle. That's the only fucking positive.
Yeah.
It was fucking shite. Embarrassing. I'm sorry, but what the fuck was that? And I'm sorry, but Eddie Howe got that team lineup wrong. We've got 2 players that can play left back, sit on the bench. He plays fucking Richie there. Why?
This is a very
For the
good
last
point.
2.5 years, we have cried on for players playing out of position, and what do we get? Richie still at left back and no fucking striker as a striker. I'm so fucking foaming, man. Because I'm sorry, but today was the first day where if we, for confidence-wise, going forward into these crucial games in the league games, for confidence and for positivity. And I know we might have 3 or 4 more players at the end of this week, right? But the fact is, we're playing 16th in League One, and that team should have been good enough to beat them. I couldn't give a shit what the excuses were. That team should have been good enough to win, and it fucking was embarrassing. And I'm sorry, all them players, apart from Trippier, can fuck off because they were fucking useless.
Majority of those players should be in League One. That's their level.
Did you find it concerning when Eddie Howe came out at the end of the game?
Yes.
And said that he felt we played well and that the attitude was good? Because I didn't see any of that.
Attitude?
So I'd rather him come out and be like, look, we were awful. I got it wrong. Back to the training ground. Sorry for that kind of performance. We'll go. We could correct it instead of kind of dusting it over and saying now we were all right. No, we weren't, mate.
Just to
throw a spanner had a good attitude, then bloody hell.
Just to throw a spanner in the works, though, is that not Eddie Howe being a good manager, though, not criticising these players publicly?
No, I think sometimes
and
you
then
need to
maybe
pull them out.
criticises them in the dressing room instead.
I think these players need knocking down a peg or two because they've had it so fucking easy for so long. They need to realise how good they actually are, and they're not that
That's
good.
part of the problem with Maxi, is he's been babied for so long. Someone needs to grab him by his little dreadlocks and his Gucci band, right? Put him back in a Primark and make him work for it.
I'm not going to be done with it.
Thank you, Jordy.
I've seen his bandages on the pitch at some point.
Yeah, well, there you go. But thank you to Jordy Bill for becoming a member. Really appreciate that, mate. Welcome to the family. Don't hold back, Chippers.
I'll tell you what, as well, mind. Universal Studios should do another Mummy film because ASM would be the fucking ideal candidate.
Exactly.
This is true. Right, Annie, come on, have your say, mate.
Before you do, Annie, is that moustache got? Oh, it's the mic.
Oh, is the caterpillar
the caterpillar's still there.
The Coupe-Tash.
It's his mic.
He got a mic for Christmas, didn't you?
No, it's been there for a long time. No, it's been there for a long time. We just never use it.
You should. It looks more official.
Well, I look more professional, so.
See, Nina gets it. She gets it. I'm not actually mad we lost today, exactly. Right,
Shut
come
up,
on, Annie.
Right. I think, do you know one of those days where the team you're facing is just completely, everything is going right? The goalkeeper's having one of his best days ever.
Yeah.
We tested him 3 times.
Always happens against us.
Yeah, you know what I mean. The defense was brilliant for Cambridge. The goal was offside, wasn't disallowed.
Sorry, I'm just writing that down. Annie agrees.
Can I have that? Actually, as the GIF, I want that.
So the goal was offside, in my opinion. Otherwise, I'll trigger people. Then,
according to the rules, he's not offside because it's hit Shelby's foot.
He's
No,
not.
no,
It's a stupid rule.
the rules say if a player has made an attempt to play the ball, this happened at Manchester City versus Villa last season, if I remember. Where
Yes, it did. Yeah,
where Man City, I think the player was like completely offside. Like,
yeah.
far,
And then he
far
touched
clear.
it and put him
Yeah,
in, didn't he?
Mings touched it, got in behind, scored the goal because it was allowed because Mings touched it and he made an attempt to play the ball. You have to make an attempt to play the ball. If you just falls to your feet, just deflects off you.
Shelby did make a attempt to play the ball.
He made an attempt to play the ball, and it came off him.
Then it's offside.
Personally, if you make an attempt for the ball, you shouldn't be offside because a player can't think, well, he's offside, I'm not going to touch the ball. If the ball accidentally ricochets off him, then that I would say that was different. But if you go to attempt to play the ball, you should be offside. If it hits you accidentally, then maybe you shouldn't be onside. I don't know.
When the ball was played, the original pass was played. There was 3 of them stood offside.
Yeah.
And so to me, that was offside. Never mind that Shelby a split second later touches it, but the law says they're onside. So.
It's a shit rule.
What happens if you're offside? You're offside. The flag goes up. Play stops.
Yeah.
Shelby then doesn't get that touch on that ball.
No, I agree.
He allegedly got, which plays the proof he's offside. So play stops.
I wouldn't have given that offside. I'm a referee. I wouldn't have given that offside.
You know, we should have defended that fucking hell of a lot better. It was like watching Laurel and fucking Hardy defend it. It was ridiculous. It should have been cleared because it should have been cleared.
Shelby's made an attempt to play the ball.
I'll tell you what we'll do.
Can he see what's behind him?
No. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll park this one about the referee.
That's not in the rule, but he's still made an attempt.
It has to be. It's not intentional.
Right. Stop. We're going to park this one because we actually have a world-class, or maybe I'm being very respectful here saying that, but we actually have a referee coming on the channel on Friday. So we'll ask him this question and he can answer it as an official referee for the Premier League. So we'll park that one because I think it's a great question to ask on Friday.
It's not Mark Clattenburg, is it?
It's not Mark Clattenburg, no.
But
it's a very good big name, and we're very lucky to have him on. But we'll announce it closer to the time.
Mark Halsey.
No, I'm not telling you who it is, mate.
Who'd you say? Auntie Elsie.
Mark Halsey.
Like that.
Oh.
And yes.
But no, we'll let you know closer to the time. But we're very lucky that he's agreed to come on. It's all been set up by our good friend No Contacts Humour, Steve. He's been talking to him, and he put our channel forward as for him to come on, which is incredible because he's got other friends who do podcasts. But he's a very good friend of mine now, and he put us forward, and we're going to have a conversation with an actual match official on Friday, which I think is huge, and it's
a recent one as well. Let's say now.
Is he still working, or is he retired?
He's retired now,
oh.
but he'll have all the answers, but not long ago. So it's huge for us. It's huge for the channel to get someone like that on. So, right, Annie, this is your last chance, mate. This is your last chance. I'm not putting up with this internet, mate.
It's not my fault. It
is your fault.
No.
Tell your mum and dad to get you better internet. It should have been your Christmas present.
Get a router.
And get a router, yeah. It's not Clattenburg.
No more of this dial-up.
Everyone's
wouldn't have your already on that. He said sure.
Well, then he can play. Okay. I don't know what that's about. But yeah, so Dublin Magpie, thanks for joining. It's good to finally meet you on a show. I know I've seen you on other people, so thank you for coming on tonight. Any positives you can bring from that absolute shocking performance today? Any shining lights?
Yeah, Trippier tearing into the lads at the end of the match.
Apart from that.
Yes, I heard about this, that the players were obviously going down the tunnel and Trippier told them to get back out and applaud the fans because a 52,000 sellout at an FA Cup third round game against Cambridge is unheard of. It's only happened because of these new owners, and we want to put our faith in them because they're putting the faith into us and they want us to help build their project. So it's a disappointing day. I do get the frustration because if you paid money to go and watch that, you are going to be very angry.
Yeah, like I also seen the owners went down into the dressing room afterwards as well, and hopefully
I'll be talking about that as well.
Yeah, they made it look like it was all like giving them support. Now I hope it was literally walking in. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired.
Yeah,
like Alan Sugar.
Yeah.
Alan Sugar.
Like, or Ricky Gervais. What was it? Was it Ricky Gervais sketch or something like?
Yeah.
You fuck off. You fuck off. But oh, sorry, I don't know if we can course on this channel. But,
no, you can. But I think Chippers has already blown that out the window as soon as he came on. To be fair,
it was quite team, to be fair. It was quite.
I'm Irish. Like, it comes second nature. Like.
Yeah. They stuck him on the bench in the event there was deaths amongst the rest of the bench. Probably he looked shocking if he played and isn't considered match fit, but as well as asking a fan from crowd. That's all about.
Dumb it. Don't talk about
it, right? But I thought he was fit
for emergency purposes.
Yeah, he was.
I thought he was because I thought he was targeting the.
Well, it said on the One Football app he wasn't match fit.
Well, no, he's not match fit because he's just come back from injury, but you put him on the bench to give him 20, 30 minutes, don't you?
You play games to get match fit, don't you?
The fact of the matter was, Mankier was on the bench. He played left back against Man United and had a good game. Why wasn't he playing?
Yeah.
Right. Let's see if I can get some information up for you guys, because I did have some stuff.
Lighten the mood, Baz.
Yeah, let's try and put a little bit of positivity in there. Right, so the latest on Annie.
No, Annie.
Annie, this is the last time, mate. Then you're off. It's a simple
You're
as that,
terrible because you keep saying that and then you just let him in.
I know, this is definitely the last time.
Well, we'll see about that.
No, it is.
One last one.
It doesn't look good to the channel and the show where people are dipping in and out like that all the time with your crap internet. Get it sorted, mate. Or I will sack you.
Just steal it.
You've been warned.
Daddy.
This is what 3 hours sleep does, Annie.
Annie getting sacked before me. This is banging.
Daddy Bear coming out.
Right, so the latest on Botman is we now know what Lille want and expect. They are playing hardball, but the deal should be agreed in the next 24 hours. It's a very positive message.
That's good.
Owners to hold a meeting tomorrow. The owner was there to sanction all incoming moves this window and give Amanda Stelvey her budget tomorrow. So we've obviously got Trippier in, but Amanda's been working on deals, but not quite sure what the budget is. They've obviously dropped the hammer bars exactly. Annie's been warned. So we will know tomorrow exactly how much the owners are willing to spend in this window. After seeing today's game, you want to hope it's 200 million or something like that.
Really? Give her a blank check.
That's a good one. That one. And then the deal should be, hopefully, the funds will be released tomorrow or Monday. So that deal for Botman should be done either Monday or Tuesday, fingers crossed.
That makes more sense. If they're waiting for him to come over, like we said earlier, sign some checks off, sort things out financially, because Trippier was obviously only 12 point whatever million. That's nothing. That's another, that's nothing compared to what they're looking at spending. So, I mean, he's come in, seen the state of it, and gone, right, here's the money, sign the checks that he needs to sign, ready for us to go and get these so-called allegedly linked bigger names for these bigger prices.
But this is what I mean about everyone just needing to take a bit of a chill pill after today, is that as soon as we sign a couple of players, the euphoria of the club again hits right up here again. And if everyone just took this defeat, I know the manner of it doesn't help, and that if we put the kids out, then we would have all just went, all right, we're out for a day out, and we'll enjoy the atmosphere, and we might get beat, we might win, you never know. But the Watford game's so important, and players out with COVID, no striker, other than a kid on the bench who could have played and probably should have played. Just let's get to Watford with these new players and see what happens. We need to spend 200 million. I think we do. And I think the owners would have seen today how bad it really is. I don't think we're going to get him, unfortunately. I think he's too big of a name at the moment.
I don't think we're going to get him, but we need a goal scorer.
We do. We definitely do.
A decent goal scorer. Somebody who actually has a bit about them. So...
Yeah, Botman keeps coming back like Trippier did. He does, and so does Carlos. Can you imagine if we get both of them in? How much of a lift would that give us, knowing we've got two class centre-backs along with Trippier at left-back or right-back, with one of maybe Kraft or Mancura filling in until we find a better left-back. But how much more confident would you feel, Jade, going into that Watford game with a backline with Carlos, Botman, and Trippier in it?
You definitely go in there more confident, don't you? You forget about the Cambridge result. You look at Watford and you think, do you know what? We've got a wall here, and you're not getting through that. You look at those three, and you just think you've got nothing here that's going to penetrate those three at the back line. That just instills you with a lot more confidence.
That's not even possible, by the way, Dan. You can't even get a striker in March because the window will be shut.
Yeah, there's no window then, buddy.
Igalo, I mean, he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't scream class, does he? I mean, can you imagine that?
I know, window? Like even like Botman and all, they're all gonna need time to settle in as well. Like so, like even if they don't put in the best performance, I still think them at their worst.
I still think they'll do well.
Yeah, them at their worst is better than Lascelles and Clark and all that.
Absolutely, that's it.
Best.
What the fuck?
Brilliant. I know he's having a bit of a one. Someone asked for our Twitter handles, so I put them going along the bottom, guys. If you want to follow us on Twitter, the three of our handles from the channel are on there. I'll put more in there, but I haven't got time to search them all and put them all in. I think Ramsey's close as well, guys. I think Monday's a big day for us because I have heard that
he's supposed to be going to Crystal Palace, isn't he? Ramsey's supposed to be going to Crystal Palace.
Can you see that?
I heard that. I did hear that as well.
I suppose it's back in
London. I don't see
London.
Crystal Palace paying the wages though.
They'll probably strike a deal like Coutinho did with Everton, paying so much of the wages to get so Everton and Juventus can get him off the books.
We know the agent was talking yesterday, don't we? So we know that already.
Yeah, we know the agent was in Jesmond and he's held talks, so maybe he's holding talks with other clubs and trying to find the best deal for Ramsey, basically. Oh God, man. Joelinton, there's something wrong with you. It's all.
Joelinton, I'm not that nice. I'm probably a fat mess. I would always say dreaming of me is a good idea. Fucking hell, you have nightmares.
He should go back to John, shouldn't he?
Yeah, he should. Yeah.
I'm feeling sorry for the Derby fans as well because they're about to get Mike Ashley if it goes through.
Yeah, should we talk about that a little bit? Because I do feel sorry for them. £50 million apparently to buy Derby.
Mike Ashley.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think it's a rock in a hard place because I think financially he'll stabilise them so that they don't go into like liquidation and go under. Do you know what I mean? So it'll keep the club alive, but then you're not going to get any investment from him. So at the same time, you're like, yeah, he keeps your club alive and he'll financially stabilise them, but he's not going to invest in you at all to help Derby get better. Or don't expect anything from him, and he'll put Sports Direct everywhere as well. He'll ruin the stadium.
If he does,
it's a real rock.
I just want to say it, right? I'm not going to sound harsh, but I think we've got more things to worry about than Mike Ashley at Derby County at the moment. Like, unfortunately, I think
get that, it's a talking point. And,
that's what.
What about Diaz from Blackburn? Now, I've had my say on him quite a few times on Paul's channel and my channel. That we're taking a risk on signing someone from the Championship. However, he did equal Alan Shearer's record for the most calendar goals in a calendar year, 20, which is
we have a
quite
good
phenomenal.
Record. We have a good record.
Can we do it in the Premier League? That's the thing.
No, but we have a good record of getting players off Blackburn. They do pretty well for us. Like.
Yeah, Shearer, Batty, yeah. But again, is that a massive risk? I mean, I always say if you divide by a quarter how many goals a striker scores in the Championship, and that's what they'll normally get in the first season in the Premiership. So if you divide these goals up for the rest of the season out of the next 19 games, you'll probably score 7 or 8. Now, is that enough to keep us up and get us enough points?
No. Can I just say something like that?
Of course you can. You're a Championship expert here, so everyone listen up.
Well, look, Diaz, he's had this purple patch for the whole of this season, and he's been ridiculously good. Honestly, he's been brilliant. My only concern with him is he going to keep up that consistency for the whole of the season, and is he going to get even a decent return if he does make the move to the Premier League? Because I just think a player like Brent Burton Diaz, where everything is clicked, His guy's debut.
You know what that sounds like? It sounds like Joe Willock last season.
Well,
playing for his future.
A lot of strikers have done that, haven't they? Everything has clicked for him. He's got his international debut. He's gone to Chile. He's starting for Chile. He's been ridiculously good. He's had a brilliant year, and I admire him completely for that. But I just don't think maybe right now it is the right moment to get Diaz. If he continues even this sort of form whole of the season, then I think 100% he's worth the punt, because he'll prove that he can do it over a whole championship season, which is 46 games, and that is brilliant. So I think in January, I don't think you can afford to gamble on Diaz with the situation you're in right now. If you were middle of the table, not really getting anywhere, maybe have a punt on him, but you could probably get him for cheaper with less competition. Thing is, you are at the moment in a relegation battle, and you need a proven goal scorer, and I don't think Diaz is that at the moment.
All right.
Can't believe I agree with Annie.
I know, and I do agree with him, but here we go. Right, I'm going to throw a spanner in the works. Right, how about Diaz is the second striker, and this guy is the main striker?
You'd certainly.
Am I waiting for a name or a picture?
Diego
Costa.
Oh, okay. I was like really anti-suspense then. I was like, what am I waiting for?
I'd have Costa.
Yeah, but would you have them both? Why not? If Diaz is as good as he is, maybe as a second striker alongside Diego Costa, who I think would be perfect if he's on a free transfer.
Diaz drop to the bench?
I don't think Diaz will want to be a second striker though, because his stock is so high. Why would he want to be a second striker when he could potentially achieve promotion with Blackburn, and just he could achieve promotion with Blackburn or go straight into a Brighton team or something like that. He could get ahead of Neil Maupay. He could get ahead of Danny Welbeck. He could fit straight into a Premier League team. Who knows? I don't think
he wouldn't know. Oh, sorry, Jade.
I like the idea of it. I just don't think that Diaz drops from being the starter at Blackburn, automatic promotion, banging in goals with a team that he knows, to sitting on the bench, being a backup striker. However, I do love a bit of Diego Costa, and we do need a fighter right now who knows how to score goals. And that guy is a fighter. He is a battler. He will battle for every ball. He will rough up defences, get in people's faces, and a bit of shithousery on the pitch. And do you know what? I think we need somebody on the pitch that's going to cause a bit of shithousery.
We do.
So,
like Louis Suarez.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, apart from not the
binding contract.
Apart from not being people, but
right, we'll do a vote. Chippers, Diego Costa, yes or no?
Yes.
Annie, yes or no?
Yes.
Ooh, Louis, yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. Dave?
Yes.
Yeah, Dublin Dave as well. 5, 6. Jade was already a 6. I'm a 7. Billy, yes or no to Diego Costa?
He's going to Corinthians, fellas.
Oh, thanks for ruining that.
Do you know what? You leave and then you come back and you do that.
I would take him, though.
I did say the other day, though, as well, I don't know why we don't put in a little, like, get a normal, young, good striker as well, but put in a cheeky bid for Luis Suarez.
Yeah, that has been rumoured, hasn't it? And I don't know if it's got any legs at all, because I've not heard it from any.
They're struggling enough at the moment. Yeah. Griezmann got out injured in their last game, in the cup game. He went off injured with a bad one. There's no way they're letting Suarez go.
Would you take him, bud?
I would.
Oh yeah, of course I would. He's like
he's
a fighter. He's a fighter and a battler, and that's what we need. So yeah, absolutely, I would. But they won't let him go with the situation that they're in at the moment with the strikers. Won't happen.
What screenshot?
I want that midfielder from Atletico Madrid as well.
Which one?
Midfield.
Which one?
Oh,
I'm dreading this.
Yes, please smash that like button, guys. I forgot all about it. I haven't even said that tonight.
Can I pronounce his plays in centre midfield?
Oh, I'm dreading
got a couple of nice ones to play. They've got
rattle some names
Rodrigo
off.
De Paul, Thomas Lemar, Koke, Marcus Llorente can play
That's
there.
That's him.
Marcus Llorente.
No, the other one.
Oh, Koke.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a top player. Yeah, Koke is a quality player.
And first team starter as well, centre midfielder for the Spanish national team too. He would cost you, but yeah, get him. Fucking right, Dave.
Yeah, I would definitely take him. Massively, he's a quality player. Let's have a little vote on Origi because, again, he splits decisions. Billy, Origi, would you take him right now?
Yes.
Just hold on. I'm going round the houses, right? Don't just jump in with your yeses and nos, all right? Billy, yes or no?
Yes.
Jade?
Is he starter or the bench?
He's got to start, innit? Because we're desperate.
No, I wouldn't.
Chippers?
Nope.
No. Annie?
No.
Ooh, Louis?
Aye.
Ooh, Dave?
Yes.
Level 7, Dave? Yes.
Yes.
Dublin, Dave?
Not as a first striker.
Oh, wow. 4-3. So
I told you the other day on your show my opinion of him.
I mean,
and his
he'd have to
mentality.
come in for now as a starter, but in time he wouldn't, would he?
Yeah. So there's a bit of information about Ramsey, about his wages. Coutinho was paid about 60% of his wages by Barca. Juve probably do a deal with Ramsey's wages if it's a loan. As far as I'm aware, it was a 6-month loan for us as well. Geordie Toon Live says no to Diaz. Actually sucks the life out of everything he does. Just to let you know, guys,
I hope your wife
very
does not
much
watch this show.
Yeah. So thanks to everyone who subscribed tonight. We're 1,812 followers now, which is just absolutely incredible. So that's another 15 added just from doing the show. So thank you. If you have subscribed, YouTube does not tell me. So if you want to be entered into the free prize draws for anyone who's not a paying member, you need to DM me your Twitter handle and I will add you to the list. Because I've only got like 800 names out of 1,800 subscribers who are in the draws because YouTube just doesn't tell you. If you do want to become a paying member, it's 99p a month. The link is at the top of the chat. Click it, follow it, sign up, and you'll be entered into all the really good prize draws, which is, I mean, for £1 a month, it's worth it. Some of that money goes to charity, so you know you're doing some good as well at the same time. So if you do want to, would be muchly appreciated. Super Chat is also available, which a few people have done tonight. We've had some incredible donations. It's been amazing. So if anyone does want to donate, hit the dollar button and follow the instructions. So thank you to everyone who's watched as well. And I hope you smash that like button and you hit that subscribe button. Anna, your voice sounds deeper. It's that caterpillar.
It's the professional mic.
He's a fucking man who, isn't he, Joel? He fancies me, now he's going on that.
Brilliant. Sports Direct Arena. God,
I hated that.
Let's not bring that back.
Don't bring that back to me.
We should buy Lacazette. Now, I would have said yes to this until he's actually started playing week in, week out for Arsenal now, and Arsenal will not sell him. They want to get rid of Aubameyang instead. So
I'll take Aubameyang.
I'm not taking Aubameyang.
No,
all right, come on then. Let's do a vote on Aubameyang. Billy?
Yes.
Ooh. Jade?
Yes.
Ooh. Chippers?
Aye.
Yeah, bearing in mind what we've got, Annie, would you see Newcastle wanting Aubameyang? Would it be a good idea?
No, I did say you need a proven goal scorer, so I can't contradict myself, so yes.
You can't, it's a yes. Louis?
That's why I said yes.
No. Level 7?
Yes.
Oh, Dublin?
Not a chance.
Oh, I'm afraid the yeses have it. Remember Randy Cole? Yes, I do, very fondly. Very, very fondly.
His son Devante Cole plays for Barnsley.
Yeah. Lacazette and Diaz, that would make a good partnership in a 4-4-2 potentially. It has potential. Barbosa's his agent has basically done a lot of the talking rather than the clubs doing the talking. So his agent's desperate for him to get a move to the Premier League because the amount of money he'll make himself. But he's using Newcastle as a club that could potentially afford him to try and get interest from other clubs as well. So, but our Chilean viewer told us he's got a rapid, amazing left foot. He's quick. So, I mean, we've got to look at it. Costa on the free, he is, but as Billy said, he's going somewhere else.
Billy crushed that dream, lads.
He did.
Yeah.
Darwin Núñez is a very simple yes from everyone because he's class, and I'm not even going to do a yes or no for that one. Got Andy Cole's son in from Barnsley.
I literally just mentioned him. Brilliant.
I know, but you know, these things happen with the thing. You see, these chat are actually well behind us, ahead of us. Sorry. I think we need to sort before Watford game. Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
4-3-3 is our best formation, but it looked really bad today. Who else apart from Botman? There's other names. There's Carlos. There's Ramsey. Origi was someone that we were talking about.
I heard a rumour about Lucas Ding or something from Everton.
Yeah, that's been dead in the water for a little while, that one, because he doesn't want to come
died
up
a few
north.
days ago.
Yeah,
he wants to go down to London,
south.
doesn't he?
Basuma from Brighton.
Who's that? Who's that?
You what, sorry?
Who's Diego Costa? I haven't heard of him before.
You've never heard of Diego Costa?
No.
The striker who played for Chelsea and the striker who's played for Atletico Madrid.
Won trophies for Chelsea, Atletico Madrid, played for Spain.
Oh, Carlos. Yeah. Carlos, sorry. Right,
oh,
so
okay.
the centre back. Right, I'll let you off on that one. Dude, I thought you'd had a Sinclair there, to be fair.
We should have got a screenshot of all of our faces then. It was pure shock.
Yeah, it was.
No, you would have had Sinclair times 10.
Yeah, Costa is a free agent. I mean,
Carlos plays centre back at Sevilla.
Go for it, Jade. Fill him in.
It's a man mountain. The guy is built like a brick shit house, literally. You want a defender that's going to come in and hack someone out? Yeah, he'll do that for you.
Jade's just described me there, really, hasn't she?
I said a brick.
You've never took anyone out of the
Oh, Jesus Christ. Jade,
just getting drunk in a bar and falling and knocking everybody over, mate, doesn't count as taking people out.
Hey, I'll tell you what, I'll beat all shorting out Mr. Universe.
The only Spanish team I watch is Atletico Madrid.
God. You what, sorry?
The only Spanish team I watch is Atletico Madrid.
Oh, God,
you must watch fucking two, because they don't play on their own, do they?
Brilliant.
That's very good.
Right, let's do a yes or no on Dzeko. I mean, I don't think he'll come because he's only just gone to is he at Roma, isn't it?
Didn't he go there for the summer?
Inter, sorry.
He's just gone to Inter.
Yeah. So would you take him though, Billy?
On a 6 month, yeah.
Yeah. Jade?
On a 6 month, yeah.
Yeah. Chippers?
Short term, yes. Long term, no.
All right. Annie?
No.
No. Louis?
6 months, yeah.
Ooh. Level? 7?
Who we're going for here?
Dzeko. On the screen. There's another Sinclair.
Ed and
You play
Dzeko.
Man City.
No. Right. Dublin?
How old is he again?
He's
133.
35. I thought he was 35.
34.
Yeah, 35.
6 months then, yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yes, just have it. He's signing. Right.
Jack
You actually got that.
I know. Yes, Costa is a great Premier League player. Yeah, I know. It's crazy, the numbers. We hit 200 at one point. It's like, beyond our wildest dreams from running this channel. We literally went from like 33 watching to like 150 to 200. It's just amazing.
Can't PIF only buy like 10% of another club?
Yes, that is absolutely
Yes.
correct, which is why I do not understand all these things saying they're going to nick off to go and buy Inter Milan. They can't. On Twitter, Bars reply Ashley Sung. Ah, yes, I think I know what that's about now. But yeah, they can only buy 10% of another European club. If they want to buy a full club, they have to go to a South American team or further afield to Australia or somewhere like that. Then they can buy a full new team, like Man City did. They obviously own one in America as well, and they use it as a feeder club. And
There's an option for them. They should buy Newcastle Jets over in Australia.
Yeah. Why
Expand
not?
the franchise.
Yeah, exactly. And then they can buy the rugby team as well. They could buy the ice hockey team, and why not?
Make a basketball team.
The rugby team's not bad.
Ginger, yes, I did hear Bazuma was a name mentioned. It's gone a bit cold because I've not heard anything, but the next 2 days are going to be huge for our football club. Sunday and Monday, we should see movement. What?
I
You
don't
do
want
business on
Bazuma.
a Sunday.
No, it's
Because it's the start of their working week, isn't it? Though in Saudi Arabia, to start the working week on a Sunday, so
exactly.
Oh, that's mint. Yeah, do it on a Sunday. I've got beers. I'm ready.
I can't pronounce his name. I can't pronounce his name either. To be fair,
It's just Koke. Literally just Koke.
Koke, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. It's just Koke.
Tarkowski, I'm not a massive fan of, to be honest with you. Origi's a yes from Daniel. Premier League winner, Champions League winner, yes, Origi. Yeah, he scored in the semi-final and final, didn't he? I'd have Origi. Would you take either Dele or Ndombele?
Yes, Dele Alli.
That's fine. Why?
Don't touch Dele Alli.
I don't want Dele Alli.
Ndombele's quality, though, isn't he?
Yeah, I'll take Ndombele if we can get the best out of him. Right, let's just do a yes or no for Ndombele. Billy?
Ndombele?
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, Jade?
I'd take Ndombele, yeah.
Yeah. Chippers?
Nope.
No. Annie?
No.
Ooh. Louis?
Yes.
Ooh. Level 7? Ndombele?
No.
Because I know you won't remember.
No.
Free, Dublin Dave. You have the
I don't know who
final
he is.
say.
He scored against us at
Jesus.
Thursday.
You scored against us at home.
I scored against us.
Well, you can fuck out then.
He had a cracking game that day.
I love it. So that's a yes. And Dublin signing. Let's do Dele Alli because I know he splits opinions on a lot of people. Billy, attitude problem. Would you have it?
He has, but last chance saloon for him. Yes, again.
Ooh, Jade.
Yes, 6 months loan.
All right, okay. Fair enough. Chippers?
Nope.
Nope. Annie?
Yes, 6 months with option to buy.
That's a good deal, I suppose. Louis?
No, I'd say the same.
Ooh, level 7?
Yes.
Dublin?
No.
No. Right, well, I'm afraid he's signing. That's it. The breaking news.
That's
We've
it, we've
signed
done it.
Dele Alli.
Yeah, I've actually had the privilege to meet Dele Alli. And I know
I wouldn't call it a privilege, to be fair, but
What is he like in person? You know, give us a little lowdown.
Give me a
on him.
2 second conversation.
He's the most kind person you'll ever meet. Honestly.
Really?
Did you send him off?
You'll do anything. Because I used to live in Milton Keynes.
Right.
I used to play for the disabled team.
Yeah.
And he done the presentation for presentation night.
Before his fallout, he was quality. Everyone was talking about him. He was linked everywhere.
Yeah.
Wasn't he? Like, he was one of the hottest centre midfielders everyone was talking about. So
he's the most
give him a
generous
chance.
guy you can ever meat.
You see, the thing is, though, Dave, I'm going to throw a spanner in the works here. The club would have
You love
sent
your
him to
spanners.
do that
that
presentation,
comes
which
true.
means he has to be. I know he has to be nice. I want to know what he's like if you meet him in the street. Is he a different person? Because let's just get stuff like that.
Yeah, get off.
Let's get that one off.
I'm going to have words with you, Joe Linton, again. I've told you about this before. I know who you are, remember?
After a game, because he used to play for Milton Keynes, he used to stand around the entrance of the where he used to come in and out, and you would sign any autographs. You would stop for like half an hour, and you would go around people and sign all these autographs. But you wouldn't bugger off until everybody else had.
Bring back, call back.
Yes, please.
Right, that sounds like a nice guy, but does he do that now? This is the thing. I think Dele Alli's got a little bit too big for his own boots.
So did Jesse Lingard until he got that loan to West Ham.
Yeah, true.
Brought him back down to earth, made him play football again. This could be one of those.
Yeah, true.
Because we know he's got the ability.
Right, I don't know anything about Zenit St. Petersburg, unfortunately, other than when I see them in the Champions League every now and again. But
I don't know.
He was all right in the Pochettino.
Sorry, Usman. No, he's talking about Dele Alli. Dele Alli still. He's a little bit behind. By Demba Ba, I'd say Demba Ba back in a heartbeat. I know he's 37, but why not? Timo Werner from Chelsea doesn't put the ball in the net, though, does he? So he's a no. When can we spend 190? We can do it in this window if we want to. It's Conor Cody. It's all about Conor Cody, isn't it? Oh, Jesus. Diop from West Ham is obviously a strange one. That sprung up from nowhere. He's a bit of a man mountain. No? Everyone's shaking their head.
Not for me.
Fucking shite.
Yeah. I thought he was all right. Half decent. Ruben Neves would be a dream signing from Wolves, but I can't see him leaving. Jimenez, I've been saying from
I want Fiore.
No.
Oh,
no.
We've already got a Traore here, man, level 7. Do you not realise that he's quoting against them?
That's a Sinclair. One more Sinclair and you're out.
I wouldn't mind doing Sinclair.
That's a yellow.
That's a yellow, that one. Traore is literally ASM, but Traore is a little bit better because it's more
that's
direct.
all it is.
And the baby oil sponsorship.
As soon
I
as he
wouldn't
gets
have thought
into a
about
good
goal.
position, he's got no end product at all. He ripped Man United a new one until he got near the 18-yard box, and then he fell to pieces.
Would you look at helping get someone out of him?
No.
I want him just because I know it'll really annoy somebody that I don't like.
Oh,
But other than that, no. I literally just want to be like, bah, we took your favourite player. But other than that, no. Because he is just ASM, but on steroids.
Yeah, on steroids.
And covered in baby oil.
It's just a beast out ASM.
Doesn't lift weights.
Yeah, you do.
I love that one.
And everything else.
Well, he doesn't, but he lifts humans, which is a weight. So you do lift weights. It's impossible not to lift a weight. He doesn't do dumbbells. You know, it was such a typical footballer comment, that one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Thick as pig shit. I think that's a cracking shout, by the way. Tammy Abraham. Billy, yes or
My
no?
boy's already played for Chelsea before Roma, hasn't he, this season?
Yes, he won't be able to sign, will he?
No.
Oh, God, tricky tree. I missed that one. No, definitely no. I'm
Goodbye.
sorry.
Oh.
Definite Forest fan.
Yes.
So we can't sign Tanya Abraham, so there's no point doing a yes or no on him. Yes, we should do that. I think we should do that just to piss Southampton off, to be completely honest with you. But I think it's class. Billy, yes,
came out
Definitely
the other day
take
was
him.
absolutely pathetic.
yes, it is.
Definitely.
What I said was
Definitely
shocking.
take Ward-Prowse.
Right, let's do a yes or no. I know it's going to be 6 yeses because if it's not, I'm going to boot you all off the stream. Billy,
Million percent.
exactly. Jade,
Absolutely.
yeah. Chippers,
Let him take all the free kicks against Southampton and bang them all
Exactly.
in. Fuck them.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Come on, Annie.
Yeah.
Yeah. You wanted to say no and test my patience, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Louis,
Yeah.
yeah. Level 7.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Of course.
Oh.
Dublin Dave.
Yeah.
That's the first
I'd
full
like
house of the
to
night.
sign him and then get
That's a second.
vinaigrette from Wolves, and then there could be salt and vinaigrette, can't they?
Oh,
Yes,
That
you
would
put
have to
that
be
on
the
holiday,
hashtag.
didn't you?
Vinagra's gone. He's gone to Olympiacos.
Was it?
Oh,
It was only a
that's
joke. I
insulting.
wasn't being serious.
Viagra.
Kills everything, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's the
In
duo.
the
Isn't
cells
it?
we
Really?
trust. That's he's definitely a Forest fan, isn't it?
And I'd take Sally Sue from Southampton.
Yes, definitely. I thought that gathered a bit of pace and then it cancelled again, didn't it? Chelsea would have
No,
to cancel the loan.
Souls at Chelsea. Souls at Chelsea, not Koki.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Souls at Chelsea and Koki's at Atletico, so why?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then you could go in for Atletico. Yeah, we could. But Saul's the one on loan at Chelsea. So they'd have to cancel that loan if you wanted to go in for him. But no, Koke's still at Atletico.
Yes, I remember that league. Obviously, Sir John Hall got them all together, all the sports things, put it into one umbrella, and unfortunately, it collapsed when he sold put the trust into other people to run the club, and they absolutely ruined it. Freddie Shepherd and all them lot. Greedy actually had it again. So.
Sorry, has Ashley actually bought Derby, or is he just talking about it?
Talking about it. The situation is the Derby had a owner which was previously rejected. He pulled out, and now they have to start another whole month process basically with the administrators.
Oh God.
Oh, God.
Was that after a terrible performance today? They're back together.
You can definitely.
Congratulations, Jolinton, on your
man.
Is that why you were limping all game?
I think he's going
brilliant. I met Daliali once and he was at McDonald's on a level 5 eating a Big Mac and fries. I love it. Oh man. Paul's getting a good laugh. Jolly Tune for life. Fancy bumping into you here all night. Oh God. There's some terrible one. What's this one? Yeah, get rid of that. No, I don't want to star that. I want to delete it. Block user. I'm going to tell you how you're coming out of it.
Oh God.
Oh man, I think Paul's met a lot of people down the N6 toll in the £6.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Paul.
Start that one up again.
Oh, it got started up today.
Hasn't gone away.
Brilliant. Why is the new owner's son in
Paul
the middle?
loves the N6.
Of course he does. I like to keep that private, Paul.
Can I just say it? Do you know how Pipples Mr. N8, Mr. 305, who can call Paul Mr. £6.10?
And then met Dali Ali.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Jesus. I have heard he's got a like a Joe Linton.
Do I know? That's too bad.
So John
I
should be
just thought I'd
interested.
just share that. Maybe that's why he can't run.
I don't need to be part of this conversation. Like,
Yeah.
you lot can chat it out, but
to tighten up my
good.
black line. Honest, what a pile of shit. We need a miracle. Just forget about today's performance. Yes, Joe Linton.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh.
I met Dali Ali at Beefer when he was a lucky man. My serious question: how do you think you lot would deal with Sunderland? That's a serious question. That's not a serious question. Would buy them and then bankrupt them. That's how we deal with them. Willock has been a real letdown this season. Yes, he has. Let's talk about Willock a little bit because we didn't really cover him in the match. Now, I did warn a lot of people in the close season to say, look, what he did for that 6-month period when he came from Arsenal on loan was absolutely exceptional. Everything was falling at his feet. He had all the luck in the world, and it epitomised it against the goal against Fulham when he ran from the Fulham half, and the ball just bounced off a defender and landed perfectly to his feet to smash it home. And he's not getting any of that luck. He has played deeper, which is not really his position, but have we signed a player who was literally a 6-month wonder, Billy?
I think the fact he didn't get a pre-season hasn't helped him. I think the fact he came into a side that was managed by Steve Bruce and his part-time training regime didn't help him regain the fitness that he should have had. And I think since the takeover's come, he was kind of injured before that. I'm making excuses for him. It wasn't as bad today as some of the others, but he was still pretty poor. I think he needs to spell out the team for a while.
Brilliant. Jade, what's your take on Willock?
I agree with Billy. I just think, he didn't get a pre-season, so he hasn't done any work. He's then been thrown into a team that's clearly struggling. Only training 2 times a week, allegedly. Although I do believe that we weren't doing anything. I think he sat too deep. There doesn't seem to be any freedom. We don't seem to be able to get him forward or into the game. And then when he does have the ball, he just looks so lethargic with it. So, spell out. This is why I think we need a centre midfielder to come in and sit in that spot so that he can go, back on the bench and put the work in. Yeah.
Because he was a bit of a super sub, wasn't he, Chips? And then he got given his chance and he was fantastic as well.
I think as well as we need to take some of that blame because we gave him too long to sign. We should have given him a deadline instead of waiting all summer, and then we should have really had a plan B. And if he didn't want to come, say, well, fine, you've had 3 or 4 weeks, we'll move on to plan B. But we gave him all summer, and he only signed after the West Ham game. I mean, to me, that showed he had doubts about coming. Shows to me he had doubts about coming. But that's the problem.
That's Ashley, though, isn't it?
That's the problem with our squad for years now. We don't have.
If he didn't sign Willock, he wouldn't sign anybody. He wouldn't sign anybody.
So it's a bit of a catch-22. Annie, what was obviously an outsider looking in? What's your take on Willock?
He's a good player on his day.
Oh, that'd be class. Not going to happen though.
But he's
considering retirement.
But I just think Joe Willock is way too hit and miss, and I think he's missing more than he's hitting at the moment, and that's and now that's really concerning for
Sorry, Annie, I'm trying not to.
I think that's just killed the conversation, that one, hasn't it? Brilliant.
I missed it.
Brilliant, Paul. Oh,
Bloody hell, Paul, mate. Come on. Right, so I think he's definitely, there's definitely a player in there, because that was shown last season, wasn't it? Back end of last season. I just think he needs to do what he did last season, basically. I think now that he's joined a club permanently, I think he needs to try and really just focus. And I don't think he can do that, because at the time he was on loan, it was a bit of both, wasn't it? If he did well, he could have potentially gone to Arteta's plan, but he didn't. And then now he's just kind of, I think, deteriorating and probably regressing to the mean.
Yeah, Louis.
I just when we signed him at the start of the season off loan, he just hasn't contributed anything to the squad really this season. He's just lazy. He's, as you said, lethargic. When he gets the ball, he doesn't do much with it. No, he's just.
Do we think he's had COVID? Maybe I don't know if it's come out in the public, but Has he got long COVID? Maybe, and that's why he doesn't look as fit. Because he's had plenty of time to catch up with fitness now.
Yeah,
that can't be an excuse anymore.
Yeah.
I'll just quickly answer this one about Jordy as well. Why can't we sign Abraham? He was sold to Roma, but didn't he play for Chelsea and then sold him to Roma? So that means he's played for 2 clubs, which means he's not allowed to sign for a 3rd club in the same calendar season, I believe.
Yeah.
I think that's why. Level 7, Dave, what's your take on Willock?
I think he was just playing for an Arsenal contract.
And then ended up with a Newcastle contract and he's just given up.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Dublin, Dave?
I think when we first got him in on loan, he was arguably Arsenal's best player because they were playing shite when we got him on loan, right? But then when we actually bought him, I think he was actually desperate to play for Arsenal, like level 7 said. But I think, he's just not performing at all. I think he's he really aggravated me in the Norwich game? Yeah, the Norwich game. He just wasn't putting in any effort. He was running, but he wasn't. He'd give up on a ball that was easily got, and that was pissing me off. Like, but
I've just checked. Sorry, I think Tammy Abraham was on the bench for 1 Premier League game. Does that count as playing or?
No, not unless you actually get on. But
then he hasn't played for.
But I suppose he's registered to play, isn't he?
Yeah. He's in the squad.
Chelsea, and then he's on the bench. Maybe I did actually meet Dele at the M6 tour. I was complaining about how the machine tore his credit card from his hand. Brilliant. Was that after you were charged £6.10 as well?
No, Dele Alli was the one charging.
Yeah,
he was the cashier.
I'm getting quite worried about Paul meeting Dele Alli in Portaloos, to be fair.
Wasn't a hole in the wall, was there?
Oh, man. Right. SCFC is a nice lad. He's been he's been serious. Apparently that was a serious question about how Newcastle would deal with Sunderland, but I'd give you a serious answer. We would buy them and bankrupt them because they're shit.
Come on.
You got to say it, minute. Looking on today's performance, they'd have beat us today.
Oh yeah, they probably would have.
The Joe 2-2.
What if hear me out. What if we bought Sunderland, right? Changed the name to Newcastle B and done what like Barca
Newcastle B.
And then, they can never get promoted to the Premier League.
Yeah, they would go someone else's city.
No, we buy them, bankrupt them, then make that our new training academy. We just paint everything black in the mind.
Now, what you do is you buy them and you give the players bonuses for own goals and getting sent off.
I'm sorry, but when you come on the show and you ask a question about Sunderland, you're never going to get a serious answer because we just, apart from Annie, because Annie, he'll be talking about Sunderland a lot next season because they are doing well in League One, unfortunately. Same sort of similar colours. I know his question's genuine. I don't like talking about Sunderland. I really don't. Level 7 Dave, you went like the Hulk there. You went very green. What is going on?
I'm on my phone.
Oh, that'll be why then.
What?
Thought he got a fucking bowl of mint chocolate ice cream in front of him.
Yeah.
I'm worried about what he's watching. Like, it could be Channel 900 at this time.
I can see the reflection in his glasses, man.
His face.
Yeah. I hope you're not watching.
Has he got that fucking porn on again?
Oh, Jesus.
Flash.
Got this Sky Sports news on.
Yeah, you're looking I'm blue, dabba diva dabba.
You look at Hayley McQueen, are you?
Sunderland might beat us at the current moment as we are horrendous, but one thing is certain, they will never finish above us again in our lifetime. That is so true.
I so hope that's true.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. What's this one? Question. Do you think your manager is the right man to keep you up, or should you have waited for Rafa from a West Ham fan? Rafa splits opinions. Everyone knows my feelings on Rafa. I would love to have seen him come back had it been the right time. But when I knew Rafa couldn't come, my next choice was Eddie Howe personally. And I did put a £50 bet on and won. So I do actually have the evidence that he was the man I wanted. I didn't want any of these big names because if we do go down, then Eddie Howe is the right man to bring us back up. And that's the reason why it's a double-edged sword for us. You know, if he does keep us up, brilliant, he can push us on. But then if we did go down, he could do a job getting us back up again. Billy, would you agree or disagree?
I think the style of play certainly improved under Eddie Howe until today, and maybe the Leicester game too. And until he gets the players he wants in his squad, then you can't really judge whether he's the right man or not.
True.
A brilliant one. Jade?
Yeah, I did really want Rafa back. I loved Rafa. I massively loved him. I loved everything he did for the club. And the hope that he brought back to the club, because that was the first initial bit of, hope going to games and stuff. And the bit of passion was when Rafa was there. Everyone loved to see it when we won, the glasses go in the pocket. I loved Rafa. The timing for him was wrong. Obviously, he left the Chinese club and X, Y, and Z was happening. But he ended up going to Everton. Eddie Howe I was perfectly happy with because he's a fighter of a manager and he's up for the scrap. And that's what we're in. So in this current predicament, I agreed with his appointment because we needed somebody who knows the league and knows how to scrap to get into situations, get up and get better. And that's what we needed at the time. So for now, I'm happy for him to, build the foundations.
And
just very quickly, Dublin, very quickly. CFC Florida, thank you very much for the $5 super chat. It's really generous of you. Sorry, go on then, Dublin.
I was going to say, and without Rafa, we most likely probably wouldn't have got taken over.
Yeah, exactly. Right. He kept us up.
He kept us up. He introduced them.
Yeah, he did.
It was against Liverpool.
Yeah.
Level 7 must be waiting for the baby oil, is he?
I've just seen Paul's comment.
Yeah. I'm trying to keep up with them as best as I sound as looking. Shelby,
I've got a shoot. So I'm at work first thing in the morning, so I'm off.
No bother. Thanks for joining, which it was.
Just having on.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good luck.
See you, mate.
I've heard about this about Dele Alli. His dirtiest moment was involved in a Portaloo, but I thought it was in a hotel with a hookah, to be fair, but there you go. Level 7 Davis on Porno watching Dele Alli get Ollie back to you. Oh my God, it's turning into the Horseman Show on a Monday night. It really is. We're already down with... No, Stephen, come on, have a bit of faith, mate. A bit of faith.
Why that's your opinion?
Start the Warriors like 5 games after the season.
Exactly. May I just say we welcome Newcastle fans on the channel I'm mod for, but you lot are coming across like a bunch of balance, to be honest. Oh, thanks, mate. Cheers.
Why?
Cheers.
Fair enough.
You should have just added, in my opinion. It would have made it valid.
In my opinion. Yeah, exactly. To be honest, I'm not bothered whether we have Eddie Howe or Pep Guardiola. Neither would be able to polish a turd. See, we're losing that bit of optimism again, but as soon as we sign someone, it'll be right back up there again. Possibly explains why very lost focus too, potentially. I do rate Howe. I think he's a good fit for you guys. I do hope you guys get sorted up there. My best pal is a Toon fan. Cheers, Howard.
Cheers, Howard.
We really do hope we do get out of it, but you just never know, do you? Howard, thank you, top guy. Yes, he is. Eddie Howe, English Premier League win ratio 30%, Steve Bruce 28%. Yeah, but that, I mean,
Eddie Howe,
he hasn't had give him a couple of transfer windows to build something.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he's currently building. He hasn't done anything, had the chance to do anything yet. So let's give it that time.
Yeah, but look at the football, playing more attacking football now than Steve Bruce when we just give it to Sam Maximin to see what he could do.
Yeah, exactly. That's an interesting one for Christian Eriksen. I mean, he's not allowed to play in Italy again. I think he's an unbelievable footballer. I would hate to see him come back and then something like that happen to him again. It's a risk. I mean, would you take him though? Would everyone take him? Just a quick yes or no?
Yes.
No.
It's his choice.
He's away for another bubbly. Yeah, true. I mean, but again, the league have got to have, measures in place to make sure that sort of thing never happens again. All these heart rate monitors and stuff like that.
The doctor said that he could play. So.
Well, fair enough then. I mean, he would certainly improve our midfield, I think, Billy.
Yeah, it certainly would, but
maybe short term.
I don't know.
He is getting to an age where maybe 2-3 years. Yes, they did 6 in a row. We completely know Sunderland did 6 in a row, but they're in League One.
Yeah, but I think he's the mackerel.
He probably is.
He's calling us the Indatables.
Yeah.
We are Indatable to you, mate. We're related to you, Bellend.
Fine, how come? Out of interest, there we go. Antonio Conte is crying already that he's not got 200 million to spend on players this window, so he will be gone in the summer. I mean, he could have had 200 million to spend if they sold someone like Harry Kane and someone else when they had the chance to sell them for a decent amount of money.
Well, they're in too much debt. They probably would have to clear a bit of that off. They're going to go bust.
This is true. What a great advertisement for Botman and Carlos. I know today was not very good to watch. I get that, but
surely it shows them how much we need them. So it is an advertisement.
Exactly.
We need you. Look how bad it is.
Yeah. Come and save us.
Come on in.
Please come and save us. Pretty much. Paul Kinson, how many games has each had in this league and their squads? Those percentages miss loads of context. I mean, the percentage for Harvey, you've also got to think about the time at Burnley, which didn't go quite well. It didn't really suit him there. And then they had that poor season, the last season he had with Bournemouth. But think about what he did with the club. He took them from League 2. Was it League 2, wasn't it? Was it League 1?
Yeah, 17 points in League 2.
All the way up. Exactly. Anyhow, we make sure it's not 30%, it's 22%. Now it was 28%. But until this window closes, we can't rate him. We can't rate him until the end of the season. He's had a full season, really, in my eyes.
I mean, stats.
Full season, then we can judge.
Ooh, Foxy,
it's the same with the owners. You can't judge them until they've done a good full couple of years either, because you've got to think that the situation they've come in, where we're at, in January just to try and save our asses, a summer to try and build us, then we need to go again. I think you need to give them at least a year or two before you can even start judging them as well.
Yeah, true.
See, there's the damage we've been left with.
What's happened there? It's jumped again, I think. There we are, we're back again. Foxy comes up with a bit of a one that splits opinions again. I mean, I wouldn't take Rafa over Howe now. I would have took Rafa at the start of the season if he decided to have the job with the new owners. But now where we are, I wouldn't do it. Howe will be here for at least 2.5 years, exactly. We never slag Newcastle off. We keep Newcastle fans safe as long as they help the channel, but you lot make jokes about buying our club. Well, why not?
One person made that joke, bro. Come on, sort it out.
And then also, if you look back to one of your mates who's a Sunderland fan in there who is actually giving us grief, he kind of stops that comment that you've just made. I'm sorry, but the 6 in a row. Exactly, the 6 in a row. It's all banter, mate. See it as banter. We're not taking the piss as in we're angry at you. We're just you're irrelevant to us at the moment. You're in League One.
To be fair to the lad, I mean, he can count the amount of vicks in a row on one hand.
Yeah, exactly. It's called banter. You need to learn between banter and angry and that sort of thing. We're allowed to we have banter on this show. If you don't like it, then you don't have to watch it, mate. You really don't. It's entirely up to you. But
I mean, Sunderland SAFC fan. I mean, they slag me off every single time. And
well, there you are.
You have one of our ex-managers, so they should be really slagging you off. How are you any different?
There we go.
You won't know, Annie.
Newcastle B.
Yeah, but I wish Sunderland all success this season. It'd be nice to have a derby again, and it'd be nice to put that 6 in a row to bed and then start beating you 6 in a row. It's as simple as that. That's the way I see it. The best Twitter handle on Twitter, have you seen that one? Are Sunderland in League One? And all he tweets is yes. Brilliant. Why are you on a Newcastle stream then? Exactly, Matthew. Well said. He doesn't have to be here. It's his choice. This the view Shelby has from level 7. I love it. Stop the SUNFC thing, please. Bad enough we lost today. Sign Conte. Get these vids before night feed start bars. This is my last one for a few days. Like I said, the baby is here. Just like football, that's fair enough. We love football, mate. I wish you all the best. And Sunderland come into the Championship. If we come down, we'll batter you. If you come up again in 2 years' time to Premier League, if we stay up, we'll batter you then as well. It's going to be great having banter like that again, because I miss Derby Day. Even though we lost 6 in a row, it's the 2 games I look forward to every time the Premier League's on. But just remember, where you are at the moment, we are going to take the piss, because you would do exactly the same to us. And I've seen it all, because I've watched that best comedy on Netflix. And that's all the fans did. Exactly. If we were playing, if we were in the Championship, we'd be battering teams like them every week, is what you said. And then when you went down, you didn't.
No, but the thing is, the clip at the end of, I think it's the last episode or something. Why always us?
Yeah.
Oh, why was so unlucky or something?
Yeah. I did feel very, very sorry for them, though. And the only time I have felt sorry for them was when Josh Madger left, because their agent fucked them over big style. Because if Josh Madger stayed that season, they would have actually got promoted. So, well done, his agent.
The funniest bit of that was when they're the new kind of entertainment bloke kind of saying they should have illegal raves there and drugs and everything. To raise money at the stadium.
To raise money, yeah. Thanks for answering, Baz. I'd say banter, but I can see that can be taken another way. Any thoughts? Yeah, I mean, like I say, it is banter. We're not malicious in any way. It's, it's a massive rivalry. If you want to come on the show and have a chat with us, the link is in the chat.
Please do.
Please come on. We'll be happy to talk to you. And
absolutely.
we will keep it very civil, because we are like that.
Respectful.
You will respectful, but you will be ruined, because you will get shit.
You're not John Ziegler.
No, genuinely, if a Sunderland fan comes on, I'd like to talk to him about Lee Johnson. I'd like to do that.
Not the other one, though.
Coming to a channel people call. Yeah, you called us a bellend. We didn't call you a bellend, mate. Deluded, maybe. Exactly.
Yet. I might now.
Yeah, exactly. We'll call some of the fans deluded, but we'll never call you bellends. It's not fair. It's not realistic scenario. I think Rafa getting us results. I mean, he probably would have at the time, but hello again, Joe Linton. Chris, my mate, back up home. Today's highlights just show much surgery is needed on the squad. Sadly, we can't buy enough of what's needed in a single window, let alone January, which is always difficult to shop in. Yeah, you're right, Chris. It is going to be difficult, but we are going to be able to sign players. Everyone check out Slide Rule Pass Twitter handle, and they do a podcast, do some good stuff. Good friends of mine, and it's definitely worth checking out. Matthew Smith is because I asked a serious question and never got a serious answer, mate. No offence meant. But didn't know it was that serious at the time. But I did give you a serious answer, mate. I just, we can buy your club and sell it. It's banter. But again, if Sunderland played us today and we played in that form and the way you guys have been playing recently, like everyone said on the panel, they probably would have beat us today. Now, I personally think that is a very genuine comment and true. Like a 6 in a row stuff, because it pisses me off. I don't think Rafa would come and get the results.
It's all they've got, to be fair. So they are
exactly. They're hanging on to it, aren't they? And they can hang on to it until we actually beat them, and they'll always have that over us, which is a shame.
Exactly. They'll forever be able to say it. Congratulations to them. But
judge Eddie Howe at the end of the season. I think we should judge him at the end of the season, and then the season after. Yeah. Mike actually tried to take Amanda to court for some reason. Yeah, I need to read about this. I don't know.
It's to do with the signs, isn't it?
Right. I thought the brilliant.
She should just pay him off, man. She didn't give a fuck about that.
Aye.
Well, that's
she wanted them down. She made it clear she wanted them down. So.
Exactly. And plus the actual money that he was paying for those signs up, they probably just give him the money what it would be to the end of the season. He's probably still complaining.
Yeah.
It was almost free advertisement as it was. Barry, if the owners blow us out the water with signings, they've done their job. It's on Eddie Howe and their staff. If they don't like the squad, tell the owners they need more. Let's just see what happens. Yeah, let's just see what happens. Eddie knows the guys are working hard in the background. The next couple of days
we're going to be huge. So hold on to the next couple of days. And if they're not huge days, you can come back here and you can slate Baz.
Yeah.
Or you can come on to my show on Wednesday. We'll all slate Baz.
Yeah, that's what normally happens.
You can come on my show and slate Baz.
There you go.
My show and slate Baz.
Jesus Christ. It's a good job I'm not going to. It's a good job I'm not going to.
Tell you what, Baz, I'll have none of it on my show.
Good.
Go on, Billy's show and slate Baz.
I'm coming straight in those comments.
Yeah, but
so straight after this, you want to slate Baz, come to my show.
Yeah. Thanks, Matthew, for the well wishes for the missus and the little in. I rate Howe in general, just worried about us defensively under him. Rafa had us as I mean, that's the difference in the quality of the managers, isn't it? Rafa was a defensive manager. Eddie Howe was a more forward manager. You can't have both at the same time unless you've got the quality players, which we don't have. So let's just see what happens.
It's like FIFA.
Please don't buy Dan Neil or the lockdown stroke.
Please, give us Dan Neil or.
Who is the Loch Ness Drogba then? Who is it? What's his name?
Ross Stewart. Yeah.
Ross Stewart.
Yeah.
Very disrespectfully, I've never heard of him, so I don't know anything about him. Then do tell me, because I don't know who it is.
He does score every week, by the look of it. To be fair,
they are doing really well. They are doing really well.
They were 3-0 up at the end of Drew 3-3.
3-0 up. No, they weren't 3-0 up.
We've done worse.
3-1, weren't they? They were
3-1. 40 million for Hawes. Yeah, I agree with that.
They were 1-0 up.
Hi, Hayden from Leicester's Fox. Barry, did you see John's stream? You would have thought we were playing Arsenal. He opened up his stream to another streamer. Oh, right. Brilliant.
You see him tweet out glory, Man United.
Oh yes, we're not going there tonight because enough people have slagged them off for that. So we'll let them have that one. But unfortunately, I didn't see the game today because I was in the hospital. But that's why I'm still smiling.
You are
new goalkeeper.
Today.
I am excused today. Yes.
Wow.
Agreed. Rafa was better defensively, but Howe's style of football is more likely to keep us up. I don't know about that. I mean, yeah, Sunderland's got 27 players. No one knows. It's a good song. Far too easy to judge how.
And the one I seen the Mackham in Milan.
Never seen a Mackham in Milan. Yeah, it's a good one as well. Do we think John will do a watch along on Monday night for the Man United game? John will definitely do a watch along for the Man United game.
I can imagine so. Yes.
Yeah.
To be fair, our channel's doing one as well.
Yes, we are. Yeah, because the Villa.
But we are called World of Sport, so technically,
exactly, we're allowed. We are a mixture.
Sinclair,
exactly.
Who does every single league in the world?
John just needs to stop. Okay.
He's got an addiction.
No, stop. Everyone stop. Jules has told us to stop. I don't know why, but okay.
Stop what?
Exactly. The guy top middle does look like Neil Ruddock.
Fucking priceless, mate. Fucking priceless.
And he's a cuddly teddy bear, just like the man too.
Fucking brilliant. I love it. That's not how we need 6 more players. Yeah, I mean, from what we've seen, Sunderland fans go a lot more about us losing than what we do with them, living rent free in their heads. Yeah, it's quite a good one.
I just honestly, banter's fine, but when you say someone lives rent free in their head or is obsessed, it's just pathetic, isn't it? It's like, honestly, they're talking about your team. Be happy.
I am no instigator.
Oh man. So today's stats are 58% possession, 23 attempts on goal, 9 on target, 12 corners, and lost. A decent striker would have filled his boots. I think that is an absolute spot on.
Gets 4 or 5 today easy. Like I said, that's what I thought Maxim was going to do. I thought, it's today to get yourself some goals, man. And
no problem, Chris. You're welcome. The Howe bashers will go quiet again. Hey, Truls, surprise. Hey, whoop.
I think Abs were allowed to criticise him, though. To be fair, we were allowed to criticise Eddie Howe.
I'm just waiting for Simon Jordan to talk about the game that talks about.
No one bother.
No, I've got no time for that bloke.
No, definitely not. Absolutely not.
And he doesn't like being debated with either, and I don't like that because that's the whole point, is to debate. And if you can't debate, why are you doing it?
Who's Johnston?
Sam Johnson.
Probably the the goalkeeper from West Brom.
No, the West Brom goalie, yeah. Well, I would sign him. I'd put him ahead of Dubravka any day of the week.
Honestly, for me,
shots fired. Shots fired.
From what I've watched of West Brom this season.
Shots fired.
What I've watched of West Brom this season and Sam Johnston, I think he's been suspicious, and he's probably been culpable for many West Brom goals. For example, I think it was their last game against Derby. He literally just gave the ball to their striker and he scored.
I did see that one, yeah.
Yeah, it was utterly pathetic, and I think he has got that mistake in him. So I wouldn't go near Johnston because I just don't think he's right now. I don't think he's in the right frame of mind now.
Right, very quickly again, thank you everyone for watching so far. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't. If you're a Sunderland fan, hit the subscribe button if you don't mind, because we really do love you. We do like the banter.
Well,
but then if you want to pay, I might have to double the membership for Sunderland fans. But everybody else, 99p a month. That will put you into a prize draw for all paying members, and we're linking up with a great local charity shop to buy sports gear for the underprivileged kids who can't get access to sports gear in Newcastle. So it is a great charity, and we'll find out more about that in the week to come, because we're going to have.
Should just keep that up for the whole program.
No, definitely not. Well, yeah, actually, it's not a bad
doubling
idea.
Up, man.
Yeah, Dublin's unfair on him, isn't it?
No, you're covering me.
One that we
you're covering my face.
Yeah, but it's covering Dublin.
Yeah,
as
that
well.
was the
subscribe
part.
one.
We covered Dublin up.
Yeah. No, I'm not
you know what?
on the screens. Right.
Can we move
the other
Dublin?
thing. No, do not move anyone, Annie. I'm warning you. There is the donation button, the $sign. You hit that, you can donate to the channel, and all the money goes to the running costs, and again also towards prizes as well. So we are giving back what we get to great causes.
And also,
I can't wait to tell you all about the charity. Yeah.
SAFC fan, if you want to put your name of your channel up, we'll all come and subscribe to it.
Yeah, please do so. Yeah.
I will.
Yeah, put your channel link up, and anybody else who's interested in their channel and having decent football discussions, we'll all subscribe to your channel for you, mate. MA doesn't want to pay 50 million for Derby. No, but it's crap though, isn't it, mate? That's why you're on here.
Thanks.
I'm joking.
I only agreed to let him in here because he said he was going to get us all a Burger King.
Exactly.
Oh,
we're our vouchers, Louis. We're our vouchers.
Lewis promised me Burger King vouchers, so I was like, yeah,
I get vouchers.
Now, this wouldn't surprise me. Apparently, MA doesn't want to pay 50 million, but he wants NUFC to pay part of it as combo. That would not surprise me.
No, it's not going to happen.
Oh.
There's no way they're going to do that.
Howard, Elias, thank you very much for the £10 chat.
Ales,
for the charity guys, great work. Ales.
Like an ale.
Yeah, ale.
Yeah,
3 hours sleep, guys. You were not allowed to
Howard.
pick on me for the next couple of days. It's not allowed. Thank you, Howard. And yes, the money does go. What we basically do, Howard, is we get to 100 paying members on membership at 99p a month. As soon as we hit that, we discuss prizes with the charity shop of what's available. We look for memorabilia, stuff like that. So we buy the stuff from that charity. So the money goes to the charity. That prize then gets drawn randomly to anyone who pays towards the channel. And then we put all the money, not all of it. Some of it goes to the channel. Some of it goes to the charity that way through the prizes. So that's how we're going to be doing it. I think it's a great cause.
FA Cup draw.
Can I just say?
We will do the prize draw live. It'll always be done live.
Can I just say, guys, can we not call each other deluded, rude, disrespectful words in the comments? It doesn't help conversation. Doesn't help anything. Just stop.
Thanks, Jordy.
Be civil. Be sensible. Come on.
Say it to each other's face.
So, who's being disrespectful, Annie? Because I'm miles away from catching up with these comments. I might not even get to them.
It's Billow's math. It's below Howard's super chat.
All right.
Calling the Sunderland fan deluded. anyways.
Yeah, I mean, let's try and be a bit more civil if we can. I'm going to try and get to that. There's so many comments. It's important. There we are. Jesus. Cars last time. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? 2027, 5 years away. There's a very good chance we could win the league in the next 5 years. Howard's getting a round of applause, deserves it as well. It's not my channel. I just mod for it. But the bloke who does it is a class bloke. He welcomes all fans. Like I said, put it in the chat, please. Put the link up or put the name of the channel in there because you haven't done that yet. We'll go and all subscribe to it, and we'll be happy to do that. Thank you very much, Ronald. It's been a whirlwind 24 hours. I'm surprised I'm still awake. I thought I'd be on here for about 20 minutes and then I'll be nodding off. But you guys are keeping me going. Yeah, a cup of coffee. It's been. There's more coming in. CFC Florida again, $25. You didn't have to do that because you've already donated, but thank you very much. Stephen Field, £5. Thank you very much. And we have a new member, Hayden the Leicester Fox, for 99p. Thank you very much for joining. That's just incredible. Another congratulations. So because there's so many new people watching, I'll quickly put it up because I can't stop looking at it, to be fair. There's my new little wonder. Yeah.
She's so cute.
I know. Mila Rose Thomas. She's got the cheeks. She takes after the missus because there's no way I could.
The way she takes after you.
Exactly. Definitely not. So
now she's precious.
Yeah, my bundle of joy. And there's mummy and baby. You know, considering she's just had a cesarean and had her guts ripped open.
Kill you for that.
She's looking good. She will kill me for that. Yeah, you're right. But she won't know because she doesn't watch. She doesn't like me, talking in the kitchen loudly. Luckily, I've got the whole house to myself tonight, so I can do what I want. She tells me she's always whinging. There it is. Thank you very much. It's like I say, it's been a whirlwind 24 hours, but we've got there, and it came early because we were supposed to go in for Monday for cesarean. I've saved her life. That's the way I like to see it, because she didn't realise she was having contractions and she was in labour. I said there's something not right, so I'm the one around the hospital and sounded like an idiot, and I was right. It was like, yes. So
and now you'll be home for transfer day.
Yeah. Well, see, the weird thing was though, because Billy said I was on PDP's channel and I literally had to run off, and I was in hospital an hour later after being on his show. It was just incredible. And when we actually got to the hospital, she was 5 centimeters dilated at that point. So she got to 5 centimeters with no pain relief, sitting in the room, crouching down and everything. It was crazy. And it had to come out by cesarean. So if we left it another couple of hours, it could have been really messy and close. So we were very lucky. Was
it normal cesarean or emergency cesarean?
Well, the normal one would have been Monday. So there was an emergency one because we had to rush her into hospital.
Because I know that's done differently. That's different because, well, I was an emergency one. Like I nearly killed my mother, but
Jesus.
Wow.
What do you call it? Like, so they had to go vertically down. The slice was vertically down on her stomach.
Oh.
But for my little brother, it was the normal C-section. So then we used to say she had an upside down cross on her stomach.
What's going on in the comments?
I don't know. I'm caught up. I'm at the bottom now, but I don't know what the child abuse is like. Maybe it's about me putting
the Sunderland fan offered to get you a Sunderland baby grow for your new daughter. That's what that response is to.
All right.
Brilliant.
And I find it really odd that you're all talking about babies and C-sections and X, Y, and Z, and I'm the woman on this page.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sat here cringing like, oh my God. And you're there like chatting away about it.
Yeah.
Something went seriously wrong here.
It did, but just to end it on two notes, it wasn't an emergency one like that, mate, but that was discussed because she was told if that could happen if things went wrong. York Hospital, just a massive shout out if anyone is anywhere near York. They were absolutely superb on the night, just unbelievable. There was 3 of them in the room, then there was 9, and I got ushered out because there was issues. but we won't go into that. The second one, so our Sunderland fan who's watching, just to let you know, one of my best mates back up home is a Sunderland fan, and he is actually the godfather to my daughter. So there's a very good chance if he buys a gift, it could be red and white. So I'm dreading that because he's the godfather. And
you don't have to let her wear it though.
What should be a Sunderland ticket?
No, Baz, do you mean red and white as in Bristol City?
Annie,
I wouldn't support them either.
Honestly, that's just a whole level of pain.
Yes,
and
the NHS, just unbelievable. The NHS, and they don't get enough credit. They get a lot of stick, but they're short-staffed at the moment. They're struggling. They still keep a smile on their face.
Severely underfunded as well.
Yeah, I went to the shop and bought them 20 quid's worth of chocolate because you're not allowed to give them alcohol or anything like that, and it's not enough. I wish I could give them more, but I don't have a lot of money, so I thought 20 quid was enough, and they were thankful for it because it'll keep them going through night shifts and stuff like that. So, but they were superb. And his tash is growing. Jesus. I love it. But
2 hours, 36 minutes, and 40 seconds.
Yeah, I think we've waffled on enough tonight, guys. I do need to go to bed. I don't know if you want to carry on the chat and talk about something, but
we'll finish it there, shall we?
Yes. End on a nice note of the baby and
everybody's godfather, man.
Do you want a song? I'll give you a song to play you out.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes, play us out on a song.
Billy.
I love your songs.
Yeah, we need to clap Billy. Come on.
Does it have Gillian and?
Yeah, exactly.
I've got a picky guitar.
I've only ever had my drum set out.
England have lost the wicket. Fantastic.
Brilliant.
Right.
It's only been 22 minutes.
Right,
here we go, guys. Billy's going to end the show. So no more comments because I'm not going to read them. We're just going to let Belly.
We'll let Belly do
You definitely need to go to bed, mate.
All Newcastle fans can sing this one. Everybody.
Got the phone out and everything now.
We needed like a concert at 2K or something.
Brilliant, Billy. Absolutely brilliant. Right, everyone from World of Sport TV. That is the end of the show. To end all shows. That's us getting demonetized. It's been a pleasure doing this show.
Oh, brilliant.
Working on this channel. Not for the song, Billy, but just for the show. But the Sunderland fan, please drop a comment. You haven't put the link to your mate's channel up yet. We all want to go and subscribe to it.
It's the Mad Mistake on YouTube.
The Madness.
The Mad Mistake.
The Mad Mistake. Right, we'll all get signed up to YouTuber. It. There you go. Honest. So Louis agrees. We'll all search for it now. We'll all search to it. David's got a channel as well. Go check out his channel as well. And please subscribe to our channel. Please be a member. Thank you so much for all the donations tonight. Honestly, it's been incredible. I can't thank everyone enough. I'm kind of lost for words now. So good night, everyone. I will see you in a few days. Billy will take over on Monday, Tuesday with Jade on Wednesday with the Gallagher girls. Louis got his wrestling show. Annie's got his championship roundup show next Sunday. Transfer special tomorrow.
We're live
Tuesday
in half
night
an hour
we're
with
doing
wrestling.
Live in half an hour on the wrestling. Jesus Christ. Is that how late it is? My word.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone.
Tony now.
I've been Jules Holland.
Night, guys.
And I have nearly got you to midnight.
Baz, we've got one more super chat.
Have we?
Yeah.
Oh, no way. Who's done that? Oh wow!
£10.
Thank you very much, Seattle Geordie. $10. That's a
Cheers,
great way
Seattle.
to end the show. So thank you very much. Take care,
Thank you.
Sunderland fan. We do like you. I promise. We're not dicks.
It's
We
all
just like
banter, I swear.
It's all banter. We promise.
Well, it came out of their mouths, not mine. So
Exactly.
Take care of Lee
Well done,
Johnson.
Jade. Right.
Newcastle B.
Annie.